That was purposeful, Robert Kerrigan. I can see you. What's going on, Fights with Friends, family? It is a new year. Happy New Year's, all you filthy animals. It's time for some football. What is going on? I am ready for some football. Unfortunately, every time I hear this song, now I think of CM Punk. Oh, Jesus, I forgot. I don't even remember him walking down to that song. I didn't remember it till you said that now, actually. I love that song, too. God, thanks for putting that image in my mind, Jason. That's like you're about to go to bed with a beautiful woman, and then you get this image of, I don't know what. Some fat dude with a beer gut. Way to go, Gadget Mike. That's right. Got to put them Seahawks on there, though. What's up, JT Seahawks? Dallas Cowboys, the Seahawks are going to get wrecked? I don't think so. I'm doing good. What's up, Geeky Spartan Gaming? We need DG up in here tonight. We see DG in here tonight. He's got a trophy waiting on him, but I have no address to send it to. So, and I need a name of what to inscribe on it. It is time. I got to get over to DirecTV now. We got the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is hosting Seattle. Dallas is a 2-point favorite at home. Generally, you get 3 points for being at home. So basically, this is an even game on the odds makers. Being, it's pretty much the home field advantage, the hometown crowd. They're saying that's pretty much the difference right here. Dallas on fire coming into this, though, winning their last 7 games. But a lot of people forget Seahawks have won 6 of their last 7. Their only loss in overtime. So 2 of the hottest teams in the NFL, I mean, they might not be the top seeds coming into this, but they are 2 of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. And honestly, I think either of these teams could beat anyone on any given Sunday. Yes, I said it. For those of you that remember the Al Pacino movie, what's up, Bandhead Bob? I am doing great, guys. I'm glad you guys are all able to come over here and watch this with me. Thank you. I know there's no fighting on this week, but I really wanted to enjoy a football game. I didn't get to watch a lot of my Seahawks this year, and I hope Mike Seahawks wins. Well, thank you, Robert. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Has anybody been to Cowboys Stadium? Maybe not. It's only a few years old. I got to tell you, I would like to go. I'd like to go there just to see maybe that 100-foot tall jumbotron. I mean, it's just jumbotron. I guess it's like $1 million TV or something crazy like that. Maybe more. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, 2 red-hot teams. You have Troy Aikman there commentating for Fox, but they got a quarterback over there in Dallas right now that kind of reminds me of a young Troy Aikman. Dak Prescott, that guy is a stud. Ezekiel Elliott, he could be the best back in the league. My Seahawks are going to have their work cut out for them today. Go ahead, cat. Hey, if you're going to sit there, get out. Either go or shut up. Dang, cat. What's up, Bruins? Nice football companion. I like it. Happy Saturday. You know what? It feels like a Sunday because football is on. But I'm happy to see some football. I'm happy to see you all for the first time in 2019. I missed you, beautiful SOBs. Geek says, I remember when they first put that TV and the punters were hitting it with the ball. Oh, that's right. A ton of them did. Checking in with you. Give you a like to support your channel, even though I can't stand football. And the made up hype from fans. Well, hey, I appreciate that even more, Panhand Bob. And I understand, hey, it's not everybody's thing. Do you want in or out? This cat is like psychotic. It's just like teasing me. It's like acting like he wants out, but then he won't go out. Now I finally went out. Yeah, that means even more, Panhand Bob. You don't like football and you're still here. Obviously, UFC is my favorite sport. Football's a little different. I'm going to let you guys know, for the most part, I'm not really a football fan. I'm a Seahawks fan because generally if the Seahawks aren't playing, I usually don't watch. Right now that it's the playoffs, though, I will be watching all the way through because all these games matter. So tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming more football. Whether you guys want to watch it, you guys can check in. We'll talk a little bit of MMA in between maybe. But more football tomorrow. And then Monday, we're going to do the national championship college game. Everybody watch my underdog Eagles beat the Bears. Tomorrow, Super Bowl defending Philadelphia Eagles. That was my first ever football companion, actually, was the Eagles beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year. I don't know how many of you were here for that last year, but this is my second ever football companion, and it is my Seahawks, so I have the right to be biased. But, yeah, we got a hell of a matchup here, though. Like I said, maybe the best back in the league, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, one of the young stars of the league at quarterback. Seattle, on the other side of the ball, though, has the #1 rushing offense in the league this year. Most yards from scrimmage, and they have a superstar quarterback in Russell Clutch Wilson. Should be a hell of a game. Foosball is the devil, Jason. Oh, I love that movie. So here's a like for you, and I'm out of here. All right, Panhead Bob. Thanks for coming in, man. I love you, brother. Everyone. Mama said, good luck, Robert. I'm with the Bears on that one. The Bears. Mario's over in Chicago, so no luck needed. Robert, I'm picking Bears and Chargers tomorrow. And I'll check in tomorrow to give you another life as well. Well, thank you, Panhead Bob. I appreciate you. The Dallas Stadium is awesome, says DJ. When I go to Texas, when I go to Dallas next year, I will go to Dallas Stadium just to check out that stadium. I'll go to a Cowboys game or something, depending on how damn expensive it is. You guys would not believe how expensive the Seahawks tickets are. JT360 Gamer, he knows. But my wife and daughter were working the game last week. They got to work it against the Cardinals, where they won at the very ending of the game from a long field goal. From Sebastian Janikowski, and they were standing, so they were helping because they were making money for her theater club. And I was working on some stuff here at the house, but they pay them, you know, and give them a good amount of donation for the theater club. So they were there for the fourth quarter. They got to walk down to some boxes, and they were standing in boxes at the end of the game. And I guess these are like season ticket boxes, but they're standing. They're literally standing room only. So you stand in this friggin' box, and the security came by and says, "Do you guys have tickets?" And they're like, "No, we just worked this game, blah, blah, blah," you know. And they're like, "Well, if these people that are on these ticket seats come by, you know, you got to get out of here. I know it's almost the end of the game, so you guys will be fine unless somebody comes back over here." And they said, "It's $700 to stand in this box." And this is in the 100s, like close to the field. $700 to stand there for a football game. That's how expensive tickets are in Seattle. I don't know. I haven't looked up the stat. I don't know if we're the most expensive ticket in the league, but I would not be surprised. We got to be damn close. And I got to call it even. This is one pumped up Cowboys fan. The crowd here, they are all standing up, waving their white towels, their Dallas Cowboy towels. This is going to be a tough crowd for my Seahawks today. And I see some Seahawks jerseys in the crowd too, though. I see some blue and green out there. Have a great time, everyone. All right, Panhead Bob, thank you for popping in, sir. Appreciate it. Is football the modern day Knights tournament? What's up, Archangel? In the house. Everybody stand for Archangel. I agree so. They're the modern day Knights tournament, and I think MMA is the modern day Gladiators, man. Remember the time Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, do you? I do. A football stadium is a modern coliseum. And the Seahawks kick it off to the Dallas Cowboys, and the ball goes in the back of the end zone. The Dallas Cowboys will start at the 20-yard line. Dak Prescott, 3,885 yards this year, 22 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions. That's good for a QB rating of 96.9. He will be leading the boys along with Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield against still one of the best defenses in the league, no longer in the era of Legion of Boom in Seattle. And there's Ezekiel, and he breaks through the middle. Looks like for about 6-7 yards. Cowboys offense ranks 22nd overall. Kind of surprising, being they have one of the best quarterbacks and one of the best running backs. Ezekiel Elliott missed a few games this year, though. Prescott had a tough start to the season. They finished very strong, though. Like I said, winning their last 7 games. It was actually an 8-yard run, 2nd and 2. For the Cowboys, the Seahawks got to put some pressure on here. Prescott in the pocket. Rolls around to the outside. And he finds Koopa on the outside. Number 19 for a first down, Cowboys. What's up, Kurt Monroe? I am good, man. I am doing great. I'm happy to be here in 2019 with the fights, with friends, family. And this might not be your casual, your normal fight companion. I'm starting the beer already, so if the speech is slurred into the second quarter, you'll just have to deal with it. Ezekiel Elliott takes the ball, finds a hole, gets maybe 2 yards there, and the Seahawks are able to push him back. Oh, actually, he got ahead for 5 yards. That was a little more than I thought. Seahawks defense ranks 16th total, 13th in the rush, 17th in the pass. So we got a middle-of-the-pack defense for the Seahawks this year. 17th, right there in the middle. Like I said, Cowboys offense 22nd, but that's very deceptive because they've been a totally different team the last 7 games, as has the Seahawks. But Cowboys now at the halfway point on the field, the 50-yard line. Prescott back, and he catches number 11 for a reception, fumbles the ball for just the second. but he's able to catch it up, and Beasley is down. He can't get up. He's had a right ankle injury. He has not practiced most of the week. And Beasley is not getting up after the 14-yard completion, holding his ankle. I want my Seahawks to win, but you never want to see anybody get hurt. Just like in fighting, in good sports, you don't want to see anybody get hurt. Just went to medieval times, and this reminds me of the danger. Only they have horses, and here we have the biggest MF coast to coast. Only way I'm seeing football was on Fights of Friends for the damage. Well, thank you, Archangel. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. A Happy New Year, Border Fox 32. Thank you for coming in, sir. Dang, we need pressure. Too much time. Oh, they're giving them all the time in the world, man. What's up, Seven? Wearing Cowboys jersey if they win. Happy New Year, Border. That reminds me, Seven, of one of my favorite stories of all time. When the Seahawks and the Broncos were in the Super Bowl, what's this been, 6-7 years now? Maybe more. I can't remember for sure, but it's been a few years, I know. One of the kids' friends across the street, neighbor, he comes, I kid you not, comes over to the house at the beginning of the day, and he's about 10, 11 years old, and he's dressed in Broncos gear from head to toe. He's got the Broncos hat, the scarf, the shirt, the pants, the socks, the friggin' socks. And he's talking smack about the Seahawks. Go Broncos, all this. Okay, all right, you like the Broncos. Cool, dude. Game ends. I kid you not, the game's over for like 10 minutes. He knocks on our door. Dude's got a Seahawk hat on. Seahawk shirt, Seahawk jacket, Seahawk socks. Talk about a fair weather fan. This kid went from decked out in Broncos gear to decked out in Seahawks gear. I mean, he must have changed before the game was even over. Was hilarious, but I'll tell you, I didn't have my kids hang out with that kid much after that because honestly, I got to kind of question his integrity a little bit. Well, when they are wrapping up the ankle of Cooper there, I don't know. Or Beasley, excuse me. I don't know if he'll be back in. But Cowboys from the 35 here. Prescott back in the pocket. Man, gets the completion to Elliott, 9 yards, 2nd and 1. This Cowboys offense is running on all cylinders. My Seahawks need to find some defense. 7, don't worry, we will. On the opposite, Mike, I want them to go out in body bags, whether fighting or football. Give me that blood. Don't speak of that Super Bowl. As a diehard Broncos fan, I'm still in therapy over that game. Well, hey, we got ours the next year with the passing from the 1-yard line, 1st and 1 when we had Marshawn Lynch. So, and Ezekiel Elliott gets the first down, runs over up to about the 18-yard line. Yep, yeah, it was hilarious. Einhorn is Finkel is Einhorn. All right, talk about a bandwagon fan. What's the plate of the day for sure? For absolutely sure, plate of the day. When you well, right now I'm just drinking some Henry Weinhardt's Private Reserve beer. It's going on the cheap here. 18-pack for $10. Can't beat it here in Washington. Prescott back in the pocket from the 30-yard line under some pressure. Incomplete. Finally, the Seahawks put some pressure on Dak Prescott that time, making it 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys started out at 3-5, won 7 of their last 8 games. Ezekiel Elliott led the NFL in rushing yards again. That guy is an absolute stud, and they're making my Seahawks defense look like Swiss cheese at the moment. And Ezekiel Elliott gets the ball again, and the Seahawks stop him at the yard at scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Nothing, nada. And we got a chance here to at least hold them to a field goal, maybe. What's up, Greg Matz? How you doing, sir? Happy New Year. Zeke's running roughshod on these boys. Yes, he is. Happy New Year, Pulse Reloaded. Yes, finally bringing the heat. Oh, change you got my joke. All right, here we go. Dak Prescott back in the pocket. Seahawks with the 4-3 defense. 4 men up front here. Oh, and they're bringing on the rush. A little dump off to Ezekiel Elliott, and the Seahawks easily stop him. About 3-4 yards there, and that's going to be 4th down, and that will bring on the field goal team for the Cowboys. And after the start the Cowboys had there, I will take the field goal. Brett Maher under 40 yards this season. He has been 16 and 18. 16 out of 18. This is a 39-yard attempt. The snap, and it is good. The last time the Seahawks and the Cowboys were playing, the Seahawks won 21-20. Speaking of snaps, one Tony Romo fumbled the snaps, and my Seattle Seahawks went on to the next round of the playoffs. Seahawks better be on it. That's for sure, 3-0 America's team. Unfortunately, I'm suffering from... Oh, Jesus. Well, sorry about that, Greg Metz. That's why I got to tell you, I got to stay away from the Taco Bell, man. I love that stuff, but yeah, you got to... It's not worth it anymore. Did you hear about the NFL player? Another one? Oh, geez, no, the other one. Oh, jeez. Turinabol flavored Lay's potato chips with a pinch of salt. I love it, Bulls. Romo, the choke artist. I'm sorry, and I'm not picking on the Cowboys at all here. We've had our fair share of overrated players. But is Tony Romo the most overrated QB of all time? And they still talk about this guy like he was some kind of a legend. All he ever did was choke in the playoffs, never made it to the big game. If you're a Cowboys fan, what did this guy ever do for you? And like I said, that's not a knock on the Cowboys, but that guy was never good. I mean, he was like a mediocre quarterback on a good team that was injured half the time, and they treated him like he was royalty. I could never understand it. Nope, Matt Schaub. Where do you go in Chicago in case of a tornado? Soldier Field. They never get a touchdown there. Oh, that is great, Jason. Oh, God. That is incredible, Jason. Without a doubt, so overrated. Who's your favorite Seahawks player of all time? I always liked your guys' old running back, Sean Alexander. I did like Sean Alexander. Only thing that bothered me about him a little bit is he would kind of tiptoe out of bounds sometimes instead of taking the hits, but that probably gave him some longevity to his career. It's got to be number 3 right here, Russell Wilson. I mean, he got us our lone Super Bowl, almost got us a second. And I'm still a big Marshawn Lynch fan, even though he's not around anymore. But I go way back to the days of Cortez Kennedy, Dave Craig at quarterback, Chris Warren at running back, Steve Largent at wide receiver. Back in the days of absolute obscurity when I was growing up. I remember Cortez Kennedy getting drafted when I was 12 years old. I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. He's the white Donovan McNabb. Seahawks about to bring the fire, says Nathan Spratt. What's up? I'm open. I'm open. Can't wait for UFC 233. I can't either, Nathan Spratt, because it's been canceled. But UFC on ESPN is going to be great on January 19th. How do you keep a Dallas Cowboy out of your yard? Put up goalposts. All right, Seattle Seahawks, number 3, Russell Wilson with the ball. And he hands the ball off to the number 1 rushing offense in the league. Carson, 3 straight 100-yard games. And he gets about 5 yards there. What a transition on this offensive line, though. I swear, from worst to first almost, it seems like. I don't know if they're first, but they're first in rushing. And this offensive line was horrible just a couple years ago. And run the ball there. And good defense by the Seahawks. They're able to get just a few more yards here. It looks like we're going to have about a 3rd and 3, third and 2. So, Cowboys defense ranks 7th against the rush, 5th against the pass. And they got they put the D in Dallas this year. Sean Alexander came from Alabama. Woo, roll Tide, roll. Alabama in the national championship on Monday. We'll be covering that here. Wilson back, though, in the pocket, under pressure. He's running as he has so many times. He has to throw it, throws it, and it's batted down, 4th and 2. Cowboys celebrate, and the Seahawks are going to have to punt. Something the Seahawks have had issues with this. I just mentioned, though, they've had the 3rd most 3-and-outs in the entire league. Something that's plagued these Seahawks for quite a few years here. They've just given up full drives, whether through that or the numerous penalties that these Seahawks have gotten. Oh, and the Cowboys catch it at the 22, and Seahawks take them straight down, though. Nice tackle, and the Cowboys will start there right about the 22, 23-yard line. What do the Cowboys and the mailman have in common? Neither deliver on Sunday night. We do also accept your mom as an answer. You boys had the Boz, too. Yeah, we did have Brian Bosworth, and I don't know if you remember, he ran out on his contract and disappeared into Canada, though. Best thing he ever did was that movie that almost nobody's ever seen called Stone Cold. All right, call young David and tell him to let the damn dog out. I know he's upstairs being lazy. Oh, young David better not be sleeping up there at 5:30 p.m. Hey, get down there and let that damn dog out, please.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
He's about to go. I don't hear you. All right, and some commercials in between. So we got to get paid on it. Total Human Optimization, Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech, New Mood. On it is the official supplement of Fights with Friends. You're feeling kind of crappy, your head feeling kind of foggy, you forget where you put your kid at, maybe they're in the car seat or something. You can't remember anything. Maybe you forgot to go to work yesterday. Get yourself some On It Alpha Brain. Helps you remember shit. New Mood. You've been cranky. Your wife or girlfriend been kind of bitchy. She been pissing you off lately, talking a bunch of smack. slip a little bit of that new mood in her drink. I'm not saying slip her a Mickey, just slip her a little new mood. You can tell her it was in there afterwards, and it kind of just chill her out a little bit. Or you're feeling down, you're out of energy towards the end of your workout, and you don't want to get all jacked up on energy drinks or some crap. Grab yourself some Shroom Tech for some natural energy. And, of course, Fights with Friends. Get some money back here when you go over there to On It and tell them Mike sent you. Ezekiel Elliott, 5 yards right here at the beginning, second down. Stone Cold movie was awesome. Played an undercover cop infiltrating a dangerous biker gang. I think I still have that somewhere on VHS. To be honest. Show his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Keep on forgetting. He needs On It. I like it, Jason. All right, Seahawks Cowboys 2nd and 7. Prescott back in the pocket. Lots of protection from this line. He gets a little bit of pressure. Bobbled out of the hands of 85 into 86, and the Seahawks got lucky there. 86 drops the ball. And that'll be 3rd and 7. We could definitely use a 4 and out right now. And the Seahawks can. Thank you, Robert. I was going to do that during the On It thing. I don't want to miss a play, though, sir. All right, Cowboys back. 3rd and 7. 7:38 left in the first quarter. Prescott back. Passes, and he makes a completion to number 17 to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Cowboys. Oh, and it looks like Hearns is hurt now. Looks like, oh, man, and he is banging his hand on the wall. Looks like we have yet another injured receiver. Let's see what happened on the replay there. McDougal trying to get the ball out for a fumble there. Pulls Hearns down. His sternum lands right on Hearns' helmet. Hearns, like Tommy Hearns, giving the receiver one to the stomach there. And, Robert, I only update when the Seahawks score. No, I'm just kidding. Have you guys seen the preview for this January 18th, this new movie, Glass? I know we're watching some football here, but I haven't been real excited about a lot of movies this year. I think there's really only been a few good ones this year. Honestly, Black Panther's the only one that really comes to mind. Black Panther, and what was that? The Marvel, the Infinity Wars. I liked that one too. Other than that, it was a pretty lackluster year for movies, I think. But that Glass looks really good, and I love Samuel Jackson. You wake up with the wrong wife, your memory failed, grab some On It. I like it. Archangel, my balls are heavy. Damn, he just broke his ankle. It's facing there. Damn, his ankle is broken. Well, hey, if we can't beat him, injure him. Apparently, we've injured 2 receivers so far. Glass is a sequel to Unbreakable. Oh, really? I did not know that, Geeky Spot. I'm going to check that out. It looks badass. I remember watching the prequel Unbreakable at the theaters, and I liked it. I'm going to have to check it out, Jason. Yeah, I saw it. The Glass trailer was awesome. Yeah, that looks freaking sweet. That comes out January 18th. I don't have them as a sponsor yet, but if any of you guys that have that movie pass, that kind of went downhill. I had that for a while, and then they started limiting the amount of movies and everything that they use. But for the family, we went ahead and got the AMC A-List. You can see up to 3 movies a week, which we never have time to watch that many damn movies. I probably honestly haven't even gotten my money's worth yet. I'll need to go to a few more movies. The wife's and daughter's out of the movie right now, but It is very good. You get 3 movies a week. And you got to hope that receiver for the Cowboys is not, that's not like career ending or something there. They're taking him out on a stretcher, though. Cowboys are praying. This is an ugly scene, and they're going to go to a commercial here. Better watch Unbreakable for a crash course test before you watch Glass. I am going to have to... How long ago did that come out? Because I was just interested in the preview, and this has been the first year in a while that I've went to more than one movie in a year. First time in probably 10, 12 years because of Movie Pass, and now, like I said, the AMC Pass. So... Got to get that link up for On It. You guys got to use this to make sure that you get those discounts.
The time from sunset to sunrise. Right. But you can trade from darkness to light.
Unbreakable star Bruce Willis. It was excellent. Oh, 19 years ago. Damn, really? Wow, I'm going to have to watch that. We should all go watch The Village. Great movie. Oh, that is a good movie, Bruns. There's a trilogy. Unbreakable, then Split, then Glass. Oh, so this is the third movie then? Not old, seasoned. I said if you're getting old and you're starting to forget things, like I often do. On It. Remember to get to work. Don't forget your kid in your car. Like I said, don't forget to grab that anti-diarrhea medicine when you go to grab your Taco Bell. Get that Shroom Tech. Make sure you don't run out of energy, fall asleep driving home. I mean, all this stuff, it's like $30-$40 for an entire month. Alpha Brain, I'll tell you, I started out I think it's like 35 a month. If you're on the 30-day revolving, it's 30 a month. $1 a day. First 3 months is all I needed was 1 Alpha Brain a day. It says 2. Eventually you'll get up to 2, but I mean, an energy drink's like $2. And this gives you mental focus, mental clarity, without feeling like a jittery retard. And then, like I said, the Shroom Tech, that natural energy for working out. And they got a lot of other cool things there. You can get Marvel plates. You can actually get weight plates that look like Captain America's shield. How cool is that? And On It supports Fights with Friends. They make sure and keep us in business here when YouTube's busy demonetizing me. As they are in about half my videos lately. That's fine, though. It happens. It's a 3-part book. I've never seen a better lead role done by none other than Bruce Willis in Armageddon. That was a great movie. And, man, and they are still there carting that guy up. Hey, he is not looking good. He's holding his neck, too. You really got to hope that that's not like a career-ending injury or something. I mean, I remember, I don't know how many years ago it was. I know it was before I was in high school, though. I think I was a kid. I remember when Bo Jackson got tackled back in the day, and it was a routine tackle. He was like 5 yards from the end zone. Looked like nothing. And ended up being a career-ending injury. I'll never forget the commentator. It was some obscure player that nobody'd ever heard of gets the tackle. And I remember the commentator saying, hey, that guy will be able to tell his kids, though, that he tackled Bo Jackson. Well, apparently he's telling his kids that he ended Bo Jackson's career. Beasley back in here for the Cowboys, though. But he is limping around, God, almost as bad as Michael Chandler was a few fights ago from those leg kicks from Brent Primus. But they get something a little extra here in the NFL. You know, they shoot him up with Novocaine, shitload of drugs. Guys, leg broke. All were directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Yep, Shroom Tech is where it's at, Bruins. Oh, it is great. I mean, oh shit. Hearn leaves on a stretcher. Wow, this is... What's up, First Class? Happy New Year. And Dak Prescott back in the pocket. And he gets the completion. About 4 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 6. This Seahawk defense, they've really not been able to do much of anything other than injure the opponent. If the Cowboys run out of receivers, though, I mean, then the Seahawks will be in a good position, I guess. Like I said, send them out in a body bag or stretcher, says right. Bo was awesome, Mike. Yes, he was. Same thing happened to Terrell Davis. Ankle sideline in his Hall of Fame career. And the Cowboys stop Ezekiel Elliott right there with minimal gain. Actually, he's going to get 3rd and 2. So we're going to have 3rd and short. KJ Wright with the stop there for the Seahawks. Bobby Wagner for the Seahawks this year. Hell of a season on that defense. They may not be the Legion of Boom anymore, but Bobby Wagner has only missed 1 tackle this entire season. 16 games. I don't know how many tackles. 1 miss the entire year. And 3rd and 2nd. The snap to Prescott. He's back under pressure. Throws a pass, and it's incomplete. No flag on that one, and it's going to be 4th and 2. Seahawks get the stop. Average career length for a football player, 3.3 years. Yeah, mostly because a running back's getting injured. They must get screwed by the tax man. What's up, Honor Chills? All about them Seahawks, that is right. And we get the punt this time. Chris Jones punting to Seahawks returner Tyler Lockett. Interesting stat this year. Russell Wilson, and Tyler Lockett takes it on about the 10, and he gets to about the 23-yard line there. Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett, highest completion percentage for passes over 30 yards in NFL history this season. So he needs to find Tyler Lockett more often. This episode is also brought to you by Mike's Cat. We'll want to be inside or outside tonight. Well, we should put over-under. I should get some bets going. We should put over-under on how many times the cat's going to want in and out. Let the bodies hit the floor. Geez, depending on your position, damage they have taken Super Bowl rings. Just like Knight's Tournament, only you died back then. Something's got to give. Once you get a ring, they change their tune about how long they want to play. Oh, and once they get that 100 mil, too. And here come the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson back, fakes the handoff, completes the pass to 32, but he gets leveled for a huge loss. Antoine Woods, number 99, takes his head off, and that is a loss of 8 for the Seahawks on the first play of this drive. Wilson connects to number 32 there, and Antoine Woods absolutely levels him. Hey, great hit. Credit where credit is due. Kaboom. Wow, and the Cowboys have the Seahawks on their heels right now. 2nd and 18. Wilson hands the ball off to Carson. He'll get it back up to the 20. And that's going to make 3rd and long. That's going to, looks like it'd be about 3rd and 12. 3rd and 13, actually. Ouch. End of football careers is leading the beginning of MMA career. More and more these days. A lot of ex-ballers turned MMA. Yeah, and you'll have one, Greg Hardy. He'll be fighting here on January 19th. And the Seahawks get the ball. 3rd and 13. They may pass here. That was quick back in transition. And they are going to. Wilson back. In the pocket, got a hand on. Oh, and he's going to run, and he gets sacked from behind. Gain of 3, but not good. He could not find a receiver downfield. And for the Seahawks, we do not need to see Russell Wilson running in the pocket like that anymore. He's got 25 touchdown completions this year, led the league in touchdown passes last year. We don't need to see him running around like that anymore, risking injury. What's up, Arcade Chaos? Thank you. And the Seahawks punt. The Cowboys are going to receive it on about the 18 there. And a cut. They get to, looks like about 26, 27 yard line there. I think many NFL players would have been MMA champs if they trained it. Best athletes go for football. More money. Well, look at John Jones. Whatever you want to say about John Jones. 2 brothers in the NFL. And he's about as athletic as they come. 4th and 10. Punt. More pussies, says Archangel. Oh, absolutely. Passing yards, ouch, for my Seahawks. -8. Cowboys 57 passing yards so far. And Dak Prescott back in the pocket. Lots of time. Gets hit from behind. And that's going to be an incomplete. Receiver out of bounds there. All right. And like they were saying, big pass plays have been hard to come by for these Cowboys. But with Ezekiel Elliott running the ball, that takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback. And that guy really, and if he can stave away injury, he's a future Hall of Fame back. He's got that kind of potential. As well as, I believe, both quarterbacks tonight. Oh, number 37 for the Seahawks injured on that play. Trey Flowers, cornerback. Slid. They're going to look at him, and he's getting up. He's on his feet. Looks like it might have just been a cramp. Looks like he's walking it out, and he's going to go back to play, hopefully. And he's running now. That's a good sign. Hopefully that means he'll be okay. 100,000 people in AT&T Stadium. Wow. Yeah, that is a huge thing. Can you believe Manny Pacquiao fought there in front of 100,000 people? It's crazy. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women, says Jason. I remember Trey Flowers at Oklahoma State. Yeah, he was. He was a shutdown defender. I hope he is okay. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, he played safety there at Oklahoma State, actually. A lot of teams were looking at him as being a safety, and the Seahawks ended up putting him at cornerback position. Well, he's going to take at least a play out as the trainers work on him over there. Yeah, I hope he's okay. And hopefully we have somebody in good to replace him on this play, and the Cowboys don't burn us. Ezekiel Elliott gets the ball. And the Seahawks able to stop him. Bobby Wagner. And there is a flag on the play. I don't remember the name of the referee. There it is. Walt Anderson, 23rd season as official. 10-yard holding on Seattle. So when that referee, Anderson, is reffing, the Seahawks average 103 yards penalties, I want to say, while their opponents average right around 50. So for whatever reason, when Walt Anderson is reffing, the Seahawks average twice as many penalty yards as their. I'm sorry, that was holding on the Cowboys though. 2nd and 20, and Dak Prescott back. Seahawks giving him a lot of time. And Cooper gets the completion. That's going to be a short one, though. Looks like it's about 6-7 yards. That's going to be a long 3rd down. 9, actually. 3rd and 11. Pinky toe cramp. When does Pacquiao Broner fight? That's right. They are fighting on January 19th. Unfortunately, same night as the UFC ESPN+. I'm going to cover ESPN. The first UFC on ESPN between TJ Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo. 3rd and 11, the snap back to Prescott. Great protection again by this Cowboys offensive line. And the Seahawks almost pick it off. Prescott took a little bit too much time, was throwing under pressure, almost throws a pick there. But number 26 cuts off the route of 13 there. Great job. And he almost gets it. And if he'd have grabbed that, there would have been nobody in front of him. Wow, he should have caught it. 4th and 11, and the Cowboys will punt. Seahawks will receive again, and the Cowboys are going to down it. Great punt. They're going to down it. It looks like it'd probably be spotted about the 15-yard line. And we got some pushing and shoving there. You don't want that. Last thing anybody needs is a penalty for something stupid. 7 playoff appearances in 9 seasons with the Seahawks for Pete Carroll. Of course, he was an incredible coach at USC in college. Over to coach our Seahawks now. I'm 13th to like. What's up, first, last, 1st, and 11th? Score. What's up, Genius Improviser? It is 2019. Snap of the ball and the handoff to Carson. Looks like he's going to get about 5 yards there. So we got to start running that ball a little short of 5 yards. 4th and probably a few feet there. It's going to be 2nd and 6. The score is 3-0. Should be on the scrolling bar on the bottom as well. Genius Impressive. Did anyone see Cejudo and Dillashaw and Ariel Helwani ESPN show? It was an awesome. I did see that. Mr. Commentator, I am from Seattle, Pedro Garcia. What's going on, my friend? And Wilson hands the ball off to Carson again. Tries to fake like he's going to run and pass it, but Cowboys defense not buying what Seahawks are selling there. 3rd and 6. What's up, everyone? What's the score? What's up, Con? It is 3-0 Cowboys. TJ will wash Cejudo up. I think so, too. Cowboys 3-0. Thank you. Seattle Seahawks must win thus. What's up, Tigers? Happy New Year. All right, 3rd and 6. A lot of noise here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And the play clock dropping down. Snap back to Russell Wilson. A lot of pressure, and he is sacked. Right about the 22-yard line. Collins with the sack. Wow. And the Seattle Seahawks still do not have 1 first down. And that was all 96 Collins. Oh, and he had a handful of face mask in there. He ripped Wilson down by the face mask. I don't know how the referee missed that. But 4th and 13, and the Seahawks are going to have to punt. That was all face mask. I was wondering, because Russell Wilson's a hard guy to take down by himself. That was all face mask. Bad referee. And the Cowboys catch it on the 20-yard line. And there's a flag down, but he's going to continue to run to the 50, to the 40, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. Let's see who the flag's on. And there's a flag about the 24, 25-yard line Austin, number 10, in the end zone, but I believe this one will be coming back. And there's a lot of booing coming from this crowd, but yeah, that's got to be a go back. So 10-yard penalty for the holding on the Cowboys, and that's how we will end the very first quarter. It is 3-0 Seahawks, or excuse me, Cowboys.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
In what has been a defensive battle, I mean, my Seahawks literally have had no offense. Negative passing yards in this first half. Very lucky to get out of that first quarter only down 3-0. I will take it. I know that the Seahawks will definitely take it. See, Wilson sat. Yep, after TJ Killishaw beats Cejudo, he will go up to 8 classes and destroy Max Holloway for first triple champ. Yeah, he already said that he wants to take Holloway up there. He better not look past Cejudo, though. I mean, I definitely favor him over Cejudo, but that's not a guy I think that you want to overlook. For sure. Max might be too tall for TJ. He is pretty tall. TJ is not a real tall guy. I don't think he's capable, Robert. What's up, Pedro? If Seahawks lose, are they out of the season or do they have another chance? This is the playoffs, brother. When you lose, you're gone. The only man that can beat Holloway is Khabib. Mike Tyson was shorter than everyone. What's your point? He was, but he wasn't 5'3". I mean, that's a good point, Robert, in boxing, but, you know, there's a lot of tools in MMA. That doesn't mean that TJ Dillashaw can't beat him. I see that being a pretty tough matchup for Dillashaw, though. And Max Holloway is a very heavy 145er. TJ not the biggest 135er. I mean, they don't expect the cut to 125 to even be that hard. So, win or go home. It's the playoffs. Yep, don't worry. Pete will sort it out. I seriously doubt TJ thinking about Max at 145. You might want to defend that 125 belt first or 135 pounds. Well, he said he wants to close that 125-pound division. I'm back in just 1 second here.
Guilty of the hold. We'll show it to you in a moment. This drive starts at the 14 for Dallas.
Mix the drugs here, the caffeine and the alcohol. Keep it flowing. Cowboys hand off to Ezekiel Elliott, and the Seahawks stop him just beyond the line of scrimmage. Second down. Seahawks at about the 12-yard line here. Oh, and that was a bad hold. A good one, just holding on to the jersey the whole time there. I don't know where the referees were on that face mask on Wilson a minute ago, but at least they got that one. Holloway, same weight as Cormier. Jeez, he's a big dude. I wonder why they don't just do a catch weight. 2 champions face off. TJ with killer high kick to Max's head. TJ's 5'6". I thought he was shorter than that for some. All right, snap back to Prescott. In the pocket, and he gets the first down. To number 10, Austin. And Austin gets out of bounds. Big catch by number 10, Austin, to save his Cowboys from a 3rd and long. And possibly giving the Seahawks great field position. Comedic geniuses in the house. What's up, comedic genius? Happy New Year. Ezekiel Elliott with the ball, and he's going to run forward and jump to about the 30-yard line. Hey, 2018 was a great year for us at Fights with Friends. I think 2019 can be even better. But I was listening to a podcast earlier today from Uncle Joey. Mr. Joey Diaz reminded me to always appreciate the present. Instead of always looking forward or looking backwards, appreciate the present. So let's enjoy the present is truly a present, as they say. 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott back. That great offensive line coverage. And number 11, again, Seahawks push him out of bounds, number 26. But that is another first down. And this Seahawks defensive line is getting manhandled. And that was Beasley. And the Seahawks, I'm sure number 26 had on his mind that Beasley is on a bum wheel when he gave him that hard push. Beasley on the bad ankle, and he's going to sit out another play after that push. 1st and 10, though, and the Cowboys are chewing up yardage here once again. They are on the 38-yard line. Pass off to, or hand off to Austin. He's wrapped up immediately. Looks like it was for a loss. That'll probably be about 2nd and 11 there. Holloway is 5'11". Cormier is also 5'11". Damn. TJ's 3 inches taller than Mighty Mouse. That's why Mighty Mouse was scared. But that is built height. Their real height, maybe an inch or two less. Yeah, I've heard, I think you were saying it too, Jason, that Daniel Cormier is only like 5'9". 2nd and 13 for the Cowboys. That was 3 yards loss on that play. Second quarter here, Ezekiel Elliott gets the handoff, and he is stopped again. The Seahawks stop him at the yard of scrimmage. That is going to be 3rd and 13 on the wrong side of the field for the Dallas Cowboys. And the Seahawks, if they can get a stop, have a chance to give themselves some good field position here. 3rd and 12. I see Prescott calls an audible. He sees something with the defense, calls an audible there, or he's faking like he did. The Seahawks change their stance. And there's a flag on the play, and Dallas is offsides. All the moving around, that's going to be a false start on the Cowboys. They tried to draw the Seahawks. Ref caught it there. And that's going to be an even longer 3rd down. 3rd and 18 for the Dallas Cowboys. Adesanya is our only hope for John Jones. I don't think Adesanya is big enough to fight Jones. Always fighting at 185. He might be able to go up and fight 205. You got to wonder how many fighters are going to stop cutting weight after Amanda Nunes beating Cyborg, though. Prescott back in the pocket. He gets a completion on 3rd and 17, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. It's definitely going to get them in better position for a punt. 4th and 8. KJ Wright with the stop there. I hope there's a brawl, says Archangel. Hey, I went to an MMA game and a football fight broke out. There's a quote of Cormier saying he is 5'11" with tall shoes on. That is great. Stylebender better stay at middleweight and focus on his craft. I think Alex Smith is a true test for John Jones. All right. Oh, man. And they pin the Seahawks at about the 8-yard line. But here comes Tyler Lockett to the 20, about the 22. So 14-yard return. A lot of running for 14 yards for Tyler Lockett. He almost broke free. Seahawks able to stop him. 50-yard punt, official return for Lockett, just 12 yards. When you see Cormier stand next to other MMA fighters, you can see how short he really is. What are your thoughts on Cowboys Cerrone versus Hernandez? As a Cowboys fan, should I be worried? I like it. I like Cowboys Cerrone in just about any fight. My son's middle name is Dallas, but his mom made him a cheesehead and Bills fan. He dislikes the Cowboys. Oh, he DL likes, oh, down low likes Cowboys. I gotcha. Jones is Cormier's kryptonite. Jones is the best at using his reach, and Cormier is the smallest heavyweight. So, I agree, Jason. I don't think it's that serious, but okay, let's see what TJ wants to do after Cejudo. Now, he's got to get past Cejudo. I do think he will get past Cejudo, but he can't underestimate Cejudo. I mean, Cejudo's... look how much he improved since the first Demetrius Johnson fight. After Johnson, I mean, just blasted him that first fight. Cejudo gets a lot better, comes back and wins a split decision. I mean, it may be a controversial in a lot of people's mind. I actually had it for Cejudo 3-2. A lot of those rounds were very close. I don't know if you generally take it away from a champion with a decision that close, but regardless, Henry Cejudo always getting better. He's got a great team behind him. I would not underestimate him if I was DJ Dillashaw. Here is this. DC is Savage 6 feet. Oh, Amanda Nunez had what I call the Muhammad Ali physique. It has all its advantages. Oh, that was absolutely crazy. Amanda Nunez took some crazy steroids 3 years ago. Huh. Anthony Smith, not Alex. Oh, okay. I should have figured that. I really don't see Anthony Smith being a big test for John Jones, to be honest. She had a picogram, a pico de gallo, Sarge Angel. I think the same way that Amanda shook the world in Cyborg, I think that Henry Cejudo is going to expose Dillashaw. That's interesting. You know, I was looking back at TJ Dillashaw and his career, and a lot of people said, oh, when he beat Renan Barão, he exposed that Renan Barão was overrated. Renan Barão was 25-26-0 going into that fight. Then they said he exposed Cody Garbrandt by beating him twice. Cody Garbrandt, excuse me. Maybe TJ Dillashaw is just pretty damn good. Seahawks fake the handoff to Carson, and they get a completion of number 84 to the 50-yard line. And Russell Wilson finds number 84 for the first down. That is a big completion for the Seattle Seahawks. Finds his favorite target there. Oh, and another play. Tyler Lockett with a big reception. What's going on? The Seahawks are moving down the field. What a play from Russell Wilson. Fakes the handoff again to the left. Goes to the right. Drops a bomb to Tyler Lockett. And as I was saying earlier, the hookup between Tyler Lockett plays over 30 yards. And he gets inside the 20. They're going to be about the 12-yard line there. 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. And handoff to Carson. He's going to get about 2 or 3 there. That's going to be, gain of 4 actually. 2nd and 6. Seahawks are in the danger zone. I think the way that Amanda shocked the world in Cyborg, I think Henry Cejudo's going to... Oh, I read that. I think Henry Cejudo beats Dominic Cruz easily, too. Damn. What's up, MJ Beast? 22. All right, Seahawks at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6. Russell Wilson taking his time here. The snap, hands it to Carson. He's going to run into a brick wall. And Malik Collins going to push Carson back for the 2-yard loss there. 3rd and 6 for the Seattle Seahawks. John Jones is GOAT. Henry improved leaps and bounds. Anthony is very underrated. Henry's only weakness is his size and boxing. Those are 2 big weaknesses, though. DJ had an off night. You going to catch Cruz first? All right. Here we go, Seahawks. this season, 65% scoring inside the red zone, 8th in the NFL, and the play clock is running down. They got to snap this. Barely gets it off at 1 second, 3rd and 6, and a completion. And he's going to drop it. Dixon drops it, and that's going to be 4th and 6. And that most likely will force the Seahawks to kick a field goal here. Smith has the right coaches, his strength. He should utilize it within the first 2 rounds, and someone can teach him the better way to beat Bruin. Anthony would get destroyed. I think so, too. I think Cejudo's grappling will be a nightmare for Dillashaw. It may be. You can't underestimate that. And Seahawks, Janikowski, the 27-yard attempt. That's an extra point for him. And we got a tie ball game. Seattle 3, Dallas 3. Defensive battle here in the second quarter. And a commercial break. And what better a time than to talk about On It. Hit that link. Get yourself some free Shroom Tech. Get yourself some Alpha Brain. You don't want to forget about the UFC on ESPN, January 19th. You're off your Alpha Brain for a couple days. All of a sudden, you're lost. You can't find your way home. You forget, you forget that the ESPN's on. You miss the biggest event of the year so far for the UFC. And all because you didn't want to spend $1 a day on Alpha Brain. Or get that free sample. Shroom Tech, New Move, Alpha Brain, the trifecta, and you can get them all for free. Free 30-day sample using that link highlighted in the comments. It's free. What do you have to lose? And with On It, you can try it. Tell them you don't like it. They don't even want it back. They'll be like, you know what? Keep it. Keep it. And we don't want your money either. Who does that? Someone who really trusts their product. And UFC fighters, athletes that are tested, they really need to get on it. I'll tell you what, no fighter, no athlete has ever tested positive being on it. And between the nootropics, the mood balancer, and the energy from Shroom Tech, for the price that these supplements are, it's just an absolute great product. Like I said, I've been taking Alpha Brain for a little over a year now. I just recently tried Shroom Tech and New Mood. I was amazed with my energy on Shroom Tech. The New Mood just put me at peace. I mean, honestly, it was like having, like that calmness you get after that first beer after work, but you can take it at work, and it doesn't affect, it doesn't affect your accuracy. It doesn't affect your production. Just a little bit of chill. I mean, what more can you ask for? And like I said, it's free. Gus needs kicks and BJJ. Gus needs On It. Yes, he does. 3 lucky uppercuts, and Glover was his highlight reel. Gus is a fake Viking. Oh, jeez. Gus needs Klein Los Balls. Gus needs kicks and BJJ. Women fight tougher than Gus. What is he, like 6'5"? Damn. Gus needs to shave that beard. When you call your wife Brenda when her name is Sally, get yourself some On It. Mike, when you click on the link, how do you get a free sample? You're gonna want to sign in. It is gonna take some information from you. Type in whatever supplement it is you want in the search engine. When it's Alpha Brain, when it's Shroom Tech, and go there, and a free sample link should come up. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll check it out. JT says sometimes it seems like Russell has like 2 seconds to decide what to do. That offensive line's been horrible for many, many years. So I said I'm pretty surprised the Seahawks ended up with the number 1 rushing offense this year, especially with a new running back in Carson. Dallas Cowboys with the ball back, tied here 3-3. Handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He cuts, and the Seahawks. Great job by KJ Wright again. Number 50. KJ Wright. He has been all over the place today. Let's go, Hawks. Thank you, Geeky. All right, Prescott back. Oh, and he gets the completion of number 19, and he's going to run. Cooper gets the first down there and a few more. And he is into Seahawks territory with a 15-yard completion. He attacks that rookie cornerback for the Seahawks. Amari Cooper so far 5 targets, 40 yards, and we are missing Richard Sherman today. Prescott with the audible there. Remember the last time he called an audible, Dallas ended up with a false start, and he hands it off to Elliott. Once again, and Elliott to the outside, and he gets the first down and a couple more. And he gets knocked out of bounds with a pretty hard hit, but Ezekiel Elliott bumps right back up, and that is a big play and a big first down for the Dallas Cowboys. A little bit of helmet-to-helmet contact, but it looked like that was initiated as much or more by Elliott than the defender. Ezekiel Elliott, 22 attempts for 69 yards so far. And Frank Clark gets a stop there on Ezekiel Elliott. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Wilson also got his face mask grabs for a sack, but it wasn't called. Yes, he did. First down, Cowboy. Number 3 played much better when he was still a virgin. I hear you. Have you ever looked and compared football players 70 years ago in days of modern-day football from another planet? Yeah! Wow, finally some pressure by the Seahawks. And Clark gets a humongous sack, loss of 10. And he's one of the 2 Seahawks only team in the league to have 2 players with 10 or more sacks this year. And Clark opens up his arms and just... wow, he blows past number 77 and takes down Dak Prescott all by himself. Dak Prescott didn't have a chance. Under pressure, 17 dropbacks, 1 sack, and 4 knockdowns today for Prescott. Prescott gets the completion there, though. And they may be within field goal range here on 4th down. 10-yard completion there for Cowboys, and they are going to send the field goal unit on. We'll have a few of the Legion of Boom left. Yeah, for sure. It's weird when I see Russian names in the NFL because I'd never expect it. They're creating some mega athletes there right now. Brett Maher this season, this is a 58-yarder. He hit a 62-yarder earlier during the season, though. And wide right, and the Cowboys miss, and the Seahawks will take over, I believe, their best field possession of the game. That should be right around the 40-yard line. Luke Rockhold called out John Jones. Luke Rockhold calling out John Jones, Jason, is about like Henry Cejudo calling out John Jones. What's he thinking? No, I know he's a 185er, but come on. He's coming off a knockout loss. You call out the top guy. Now it's the Legion of Baby Boomers. What's up, Kurt? Yeah, most of those guys are gone, actually. Most of the original Legion of Boom is gone, unfortunately. I love the Seahawks, but my backup favorite is the Saints. He missed field goal, yep. I have to correct you. Broncos, Vaughn Miller, AMD, Bradley Chubb both had over 10 sacks this season. So there's 2 teams. Well, thank you, Bruins 498. I did not know that. Thank you for the correction. Kurt, for real, Anthony Smith will probably get next crack at John Jones. I'm not interested in that fight. But here's what you do. I say, and they already have too many sketches. Well, they have a main event for February 19th. Or it's not February, excuse me, it's February 2nd. I say the next ESPN card, you got the January 19th card, February 2nd. The next one after that, give everybody a treat and put John Jones versus Anthony Smith on the free ESPN card. And they have to come out of the gate all guns blazing. I mean, 5-year deal with ESPN, $1.5 billion. They're looking to add a lot of fans. You got to give a lot of good fights. You got to push a lot of good fights out there this year. And my prediction is, if this isn't the last year for pay-per-view, I'm going to say there's 4 or less pay-per-views next year. Luke is DC's best friend. It's a sale. Rockhold is at 205 now, so he says. Rockhold gives Jones a challenge on the mat. And, you know, Jones does not have that one-punch power, really. That is one thing I will say is, you know, as powerful as it seems Jones has, he does have the one kick power, as Daniel Cormier found out. And Russell Wilson gets in trouble. And Doug Baldwin not able to pull that one, and Russell Wilson throwing under pressure. Gets it in the dirt but avoids the sack. That's the real victory there. Going to be 2nd and 10. Luke is another bum. That's about it. I'd rather see Jones versus Corey Anderson. Me neither, Mike, but they're already in talks. I want to get to LA to enjoy the great foods and voodoo shops. Are you talking about LA, like Los Angeles or Louisiana? Yeah, Rockhold on the ground is a monster. Doesn't seem to stop taking. All right. Wilson back, fakes the handoff, and he's going long. Whoa, my God. Number 16, Lockett. Can you believe it? One hand sidestepping the sideline. Number 24 is pushing him the whole way. Tyler Lockett has been absolutely clutch on the deep ball this year. Like I said, setting an all-time record for completions for passes over 30 yards. Russell Wilson hands the ball off. It's going to be a little bit of a loss there, but what a play from Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett. Wow, all the way down to about the 26-yard line. What a catch. Drags the knee. Absolutely incredible. And the Cowboys might be regretting that field goal attempt about now. This is going to be 2nd and long for the Seahawks, though. 2nd and 14 after that stop by the Cowboys defense. And we are at the 2-minute warning. And this has been a defensive battle, 3-3. Who knows? Maybe the weight, but was hurting Rockhold. Lockett with an amazing catch. Yeah, it was. Like I said, he has been clutch this year. Caught Jason True. It may help his chin. Let's go, Russell. Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen some fighters lately that haven't cut or went up, and they have been successful. You've seen Amanda Nunes. You know, you've seen Amanda Nunes go up, dominate Chris Cyborg. You know Chris Cyborg has an absolutely blistering cut. And I think you're going to see more fighters cutting less weight in the future and winning. As well, you just seen it over in Ryzen. Horiguchi, I think it's Kyoji Horiguchi, just upset Darian Caldwell. Darian Caldwell, Bellator champion, went over to Ryzen to fight their champion, Horiguchi, and Horiguchi submits him in the second round. He doesn't cut a lot of weight. Of course, Darian Caldwell, you know, that's a tough flight to Japan. So, Louisiana, bro. I'm going to have to check out Louisiana sometime. Let's go Luck. Let's go Hawks. Dos Anjos, Cerrone, Cormier, all improved, moving up. Cerrone wants to go back down, though. So, we'll see. Yes, RDA looked great, getting beat up by Usman. He had some good matches, though. He has looked like he has more energy. He's later in his career, though. Anthony Smith moved up. What's up, Scott F? A Happy New Year. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Oh, that is the biggest example of all. I said, I remember seeing Anthony Rumble Johnson fight Dan Hardy live at 170 pounds in Seattle at the Key Arena. Can you believe that Anthony Johnson used to make 170 pounds? I knew Amanda was going to wear her out, and I didn't know it would be that fast. Yeah, I just had a feeling that Amanda was going to destroy her. Only fight I remember moving up was Fabio Maldonado when he fought Stipe. Moving up hurt. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left in the Well, Rory McDonald moving up to challenge Gegard Mousasi didn't work out real well. Amanda Nunez versus TJ Dillashaw. That would probably be a good match. Rumble walked away too early. I agree. Boy, I feel sorry for TJ. Amanda Gillen. At first, last, you speak facts. What's up, Con? He says, yeah, I fought Josh Koscheck at 172. Yeah, damn. Yeah, he fought way back. He fought a lot of guys at 170. First time I remember him fighting at 170. I'm trying to remember the fighter. They had some battles, though. They fought twice, and I can't remember who it was. But he was a guy that came out of the WEC. All right, here we go. Seahawks 2nd and 14. Wilson back. Gets the completion to Carson, but not a lot going on there. So he got half of it. It's going to be 3rd and 7. If the Seahawks don't get the first down, though, I mean, they're definitely helping out Janikowski there, who should be warming up on the sidelines in case he comes out for a field goal. 1:52 left in the half. Still 3-3. Rumble could beat Jones. I think he... Jason, to quote Kamara Usman, Anthony Rumble Johnson would be a problem for John Jones. 3rd down conversion so far. Seahawks 0-4. Dallas 1-6. In a game dominated by defense. In good weather, nonetheless. 3rd and 7. Russell Wilson gets the snap. Back, and he throws a bomb to Baldwin, and Baldwin twists around, and he just cannot bring it in. Number 24, great defense there from number 24, staying with him. And Baldwin actually pushed and grabbed onto 24's jersey for a second there. That could have been offensive pass interference. And this is going to be a 42-yard attempt for Sebastian Janikowski. And he gets that one through the upright as the Seahawks take their first lead of the game, 6-3.
Well, the 2019 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon is headed back to Orlando for a week filled with entertainment and a celebration of football at all levels. Watch your favorite NFL stars compete.
Is anybody college football fans? Because we're going to do the national championship on Monday. I don't see anyone except Rumble beating Jones. I agree. Seahawks 6-3. Yep, he definitely pushed off. What's up, Dean? Does anyone have the email for ES Fitness? I must have written it down wrong. I don't have his email. Jones, I think, will end up like Anderson Silva one day if he doesn't retire before that. Well, at least Anderson's not hurt right now. 6 plays for 28 yards, minute 29 seconds, 42-yard field goal for Sebastian Janikowski. That drive, of course, set up by the Cowboys going for that 58-yard field goal instead of punting, giving the Seahawks great field position. Seahawks kick off, and they're going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. I don't know if you like football, Dean, but you can actually watch this one. This one's on the rabbit ears. Cowboys from 1990 to 2000, of course, 3-0 Super Bowl wins. But they have not been back to the NFC Championship since 2000. I think it is better to go out on top. I agree. Go blue. Rumble would rattle Jones' brain in his head. All right, Dak Prescott back. Pressure on, but he finds a wide open number 89. And Jarwin, if he had not been so close to the sidelines, he could have gotten a lot of yards there. There was nobody near him. Completion for the Cowboys, 2nd and 6, but the Seahawks get a big break there. I was just absolutely blown coverage. There was no one near Jarwin on that catch. Snap back to Prescott again. 19, Cooper gets it, and the Seahawks, it looks like, barely stop him short of the first down. I thought they might give it to him on forward progress, but that's going to be 3rd and 1. Little less than 1:20 left in the half. Cowboys trying to move the ball along quickly now. Seahawks hoping to get a stop and get the ball one more time. Ezekiel Elliott with the ball, and he cuts to the outside, and he is running 40, 30, 20. Wow, to the 25-yard line, Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the biggest play of the game up to this point for Dallas. 31-yard run for Ezekiel Elliott, and he gets the Cowboys to the 25-yard line with a little more than a minute left to go in the half. Total yards so far, Seahawks 102, Ezekiel Elliott 120. When was the last time a back in the NFL got 120 yards in the first half? I don't remember. And Dak Prescott going to snap the ball at the 22. He is back, finds 89 again. Seahawks able to tackle him quickly, keep him in bounds. Clock going down below 50 now. 2nd and 3. Cowboys have plenty of time. If I was the Seahawks, I might have pushed him out of bounds. Because now the Cowboys have a chance to run the clock off, and the Seahawks aren't going to get the ball back, most likely. Prescott to the outside to 89. 89 gets out of bounds. Jarwin open again. Get somebody on that guy. And that is 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 33 seconds. I don't know why they're stressing about time. That is plenty of time from this position on the field. Blake Jarwin, 3 times he's been targeted, 15 yards, 5 yards a pop, but he has been wide open several times. He could have gotten a lot more yards, especially play before that one. And Prescott to the end zone, and that's going to go over the head of number 13, incomplete, 2nd and 10. And Russell Wilson looks on. He can do nothing, though. Doesn't look like he's going to get much time. Red zone offense this season, 50 possessions, 24 touchdowns for the Cowboys, just 48% for 29th in the NFL. That is maybe the only positive for the Seahawks right here. 28 seconds left. Huge play for the Cowboys. Huge play for the Seahawks. Dak Prescott back. He throws to the end zone again. And it is caught. And that is going to be a touchdown for number 13. Wow. And an 11-yard touchdown pass. Of course, there will be a replay. They'll take that to the replay booth because it was inside of 2 minutes and every touchdown is now under review. But I don't think that one is coming back. No, first touchdown of the game. Good coverage there by the Seahawks, but Dak Prescott able to get it in there where only his receiver can find it, and the Cowboys go up 10-6 right before the half. And Ezekiel Elliott with 44-yard run on that drive. Dak Prescott with another touchdown. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to have 24 seconds and 3 timeouts to do something. Cowboys 10, Seahawks 6. Yep, all right, here we go. Tyler Lockett runs to the middle to the 30. Oh, and he's going to give the Seahawks great field position. Only thing wrong with that is it took 12 seconds off the clock, but he runs it out of the end zone, up the middle. Great blocking by the Seahawks. Nobody gets a holding call, and he gets it past the 50-yard line, 52-yard return for Tyler Lockett. And a quick dip and dunk to the outside and out of bounds, and the Seahawks could be within field goal range, but Tyler Lockett to the outside. That has been Russell Wilson's favorite target when he goes long this season. Russell back, he's got time. Gets it to Dixon, and Dixon out of bounds. 2nd and 6, and this is going to still be a little short of field goal range, though, with 11 seconds left. Do you try to get one more play to get Janikowski just a little closer, or do you shoot for the end zone? They're at 45. I think you try to go to the outside and hope to pick up a 10-yard play to the outside. Oh, and the pass is caught, and it is inbounds. Seahawks call a timeout. But that's going to be for no gain and a 3rd down. Seahawks call a timeout with just 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 3rd and 3. This is pretty much going to be a bomb right here for Russell Wilson. I don't think we're going to have enough time to get Janikowski within field goal range at this point. I'm pretty sure they wanted to slow Stylebenders giddy up a little bit, and they're giving Anderson the perfect match. His veteran will come through. Damn, not bad. Isaiah Stylebender comes in with no mercy, hungry, and wanted to take him out in the first round or 2. Throws everything he has, keeps Anderson on his toes and wins. Perfect. 6 seconds left in the hat. And Dallas calls a timeout on 3rd and 3. They're going to make the Seahawks think about this. So this would be a 60-yard field goal from here. Sebastian Janikowski an absolute legend at kicker, especially for long kicks, but he's also over 40 now. 3rd and 3. I mean, honestly, maybe you throw Janikowski out there and let him go from 60 here. I don't know. It's kind of half one way, 6 one way, half dozen the other. Wilson, and they run it, and Mike Davis runs, slides, takes about 3 seconds off the clock. Gets just a few more yards. And they're going to give it to Janikowski. Not a bad play there, I think, from the Seahawks. Able to get a play off within 3 seconds. That was risky. But they got Janikowski 3 yards closer. 58 career field goals made from 50-plus yards, most all time. This is from 57 yards. Yes, Scott, barely within field goal range. Timeout, Dallas. Damn, Janikowski played in the league so long, he actually played against Troy Aikman. Who's calling this game? All right, here we go. Oh, and Janikowski gets up, and it is wide right. Way wide right. Oh, and Janikowski comes up limping. He's holding his left hamstring. We'll see what happened there. Oh, on the kick, he immediately winces and goes down after the kick. The Seahawks are going to need him for the rest of the game. Wow, you hope he's okay. I don't think the Seahawks have a backup kicker on the field right now. A lot of teams right now cutting their roster down to just one kicker. So when their kickers gotten hurt, I mean, they've had quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, cornerbacks kicking. Interesting. Seahawks will receive the ball second half kick out. Yep. Missed field goal. Yes, he missed the field goal. Forgot to stretch, says Scott. Yeah, you can't do that when you're getting old. Premier Boxing next Sunday after football. Super middleweights on FS1. So next Sunday, depending on who is playing in football, we'll have some more football, and then we will have some Premier Boxing Championship. We are turning it up a friggin' gear. Fights with Friends. This season, 2019, more streaming, more videos. I'm dedicating myself to the degree, because I love you, beautiful sons of bitches. And like I said, 2018 was a hell of a year, but I'm ready to kick the shit out of 2019. Let's go. I don't know why Rumble don't try boxing. Oh man, that's a good point. With that power, my God. I mean, he is the one guy maybe in the world that possibly has Deontay Wilder type power. And Deontay Wilder, that's kind of a scary comparison. Deontay Wilder weighed in, I believe, at 209 the night of his last fight. Rumble Johnson was fighting at 205. He could take some guys out in boxing. I hadn't even thought of that. There is most likely some big paydays for Anthony Rumble Johnson in boxing. Hammy is serious injury for kicker. Absolutely. Punter would have to kick if he can't. Damn. I think YouTube blocked me from donating. What the hell? Who actually bought ESPN Plus? I got ESPN Plus post reloaded. I did a review on it if you want to check it out. It's $5 a month, man. It's actually a great deal. For right now, I'm actually canceling my Fight Pass. There's just, for me, I just don't have enough time to watch everything going on. They have nothing major going on in the next month, really. They have Alaska Fighting Championship, and then they're going to have, I think it's Titan FC or something like that. Other than that, really nothing going on Fight Pass at $10 a month. ESPN Plus, They don't have every old UFC fight, but they have a ton of them. Then they have a ton of old boxing fights. Muhammad Ali fights, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson, a bunch of old middleweight fights, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns. There is a lot of DVR coverage on ESPN coming out of the gate. I need to make some new swag Fights with Friends shirts. Oh, not me. You need to make. Rumble has bit slap you optics when his punches really slap you silly. Would you consider Facebook Fights with Friends group to spread the word and to alert your broadcast to everyone friends on Facebook to help his become the top broadcast? Absolutely, Bruins 498. That is a great idea. I do have a Facebook right now. If you follow me at MMA Mike, I do have a MMA Facebook, but I think you're right. I think it would be better to make a closed group. Those seem to be very popular right now. I need to check in how to do that. Not me. I'm giving out more. I'm not giving out more money to UFC or anything. F that. ESPN Plus is a great deal. I love it for a sports not like me. There is a lot of sports. There really is. ESPN Plus is a great deal. Yeah, I mean they have college basketball, college football, tons of boxing, tons of UFC. They have a section just called MMA. So I have to wonder if I imagine they're going to go after Legacy FC, because that's where UFC has been pulling their talent from recently. You remember the redhead from The Ultimate Fighter? He fought and knocked him out, and he was standing up with his head resting on his knee. You talking about Chris Lieben? Yeah, the goal to see you to next Joe Rogan. Hey, I would love just to meet Joe Rogan, Archangel. Don't watch that much TV, just a little bit. I hear you first last. That's the thing for me. That's why I said right now I cancel UFC Fight Pass, because I don't even have time to watch everything that's on ESPN Plus. We should fly out to press conferences and ask questions. They denied me a press pass in Boise. Well, they kind of gave me the runaround. I think I was a little late. Boise kept on asking me to contact the UFC. Then the UFC kept on telling me to access the stadium, kind of giving me this back and forth. I always ask the real questions. I probably get kicked out. You seen John Jones banned Luke Thomas? Said he didn't want Luke Thomas there. Well, I believe Dana actually banned him, but John Jones said he didn't want Luke Thomas there at his press conference. Dana recognizes your beard. Just shave. I hear you, Archangel. My wife's been wanting me to shave. I'll tell you, I look so much different without a beard. I was looking back at some of my old videos, though. I'm like, I just don't like the way I look without a beard now. If we can get the word out, once people get their eyes on Fights with Friends, they will not be disappointed. Well, thank you, Bruins 498. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm ready to light this on fire this year, Fights with Friends. Jones has white privilege. Oh, God, Jason, you're killing me. That is hilarious. But shorts are being made right now. I will have links. I'm actually going to start selling them out of the gate on my eBay store. I will have links. The first one going out. I got to look at my email here now. Remember where I sent the first t-shirt out to. Live 2K King, because he was the closest on the last event. But Archangel says Jones has Obama status. I would still ask Dana White why he didn't attend UFC 228 post-fight press conference. But like NASA, you probably never get a straight answer. Oh, I love it, first last. You know, his bald ass didn't even fly to Boise. He's too good to fly to Boise. You guys are awesome. 16 thumbs up, not 1 thumbs down. 2019, I know, like, making a goal, the New Year's resolution thing for a while, it was like, it kind of got cliche. You know, what's up, Angel Ortega? Happy New Year, brother. The whole New Year's thing kind of got cliche, but we need to set goals for ourselves in life, I believe. Set goals for what's important to you for this year. If it's not work, set a goal to be a better parent. Set a goal to be a better son. Set a goal to be a better uncle, nephew. You know, weight goals, whatever it is. When you set huge goals, I think, and you try to blow past them, you get big results. So here it is right here. It is January 5th. You can mark my words right now. We're going to hit 10 G's this year. 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. If we don't hit it, it's not going to be from lack of trying. But I think that we can hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. Dana White is more crooked than Arlovsky's nose. Angel, you too, brother. Love you. Love you too, Angel. If everyone shares your link in Facebook groups like Joe Rogan Group, MMA Junkie, etc., the people will come. Yes, that people have already been doing that. Thank you very much, Bruins 498. I've seen the name out there. Other people have told me they've seen my name showing up in groups on SureDog. I believe this is what I seen. So thank you guys so much for the support. But we are looking to be bigger and better. Like I said, this year, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And when you have 10,000 subscribers, that's a big number to go to advertisers with, too. I'll tell you, I've been in retail for a little over 20 years, and I know a lot of people are kind of like, you know, they don't know what their skills are. I know I'm not alone, you know, what you're really good at, what you want to do for a living. And I didn't figure that out until almost 40 years old. And I think I want to be a commentator. I've been in retail for over 20 years. This is what I want to do. If I'm working 100 hours a week, I'd rather be doing this than dealing with the public in retail. Can't wait for Cosmos 2, says Arcade. You're the best. Shout out me, buddy. If you do, I will. Angel Ortega, you too, man. You are the man. Support is because we love you. Thank you. No trivia tonight. No, sorry. Sorry, First Loss. I didn't want to start the first game off of the season on a football reaction because I wasn't sure if all the regulars would be in. If anybody knows DG, though, or if they know his email or anything, try to get a hold of him because he has a trophy for winning last season that I need to get in the mail, but I need to get an address. He never emailed me. Support is because we love you. Well, I love you too. Mike is taking over the world. Facebook group is a great idea. We could have a great discussion board on trivia, season rankings, upcoming broadcast announcements, and links to your sponsors. Oh, very great idea. Sky is the limit. Well, thank you, Bruins. Bye. I gotta leave. Love you. All right. Have a good one, Angel. We love you. It's the playoffs, says Arcade Chaos. Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? Sure. Angel Ortega, I gave you a shout out, my man. Have a good one, Angel Ortega. You need a live stream from ringside. I would love to get that. I was trying to work on it with AXS MMA League that's close to me. It's over in Edmonds, Washington, about 30 miles from me. Oi, mate, Greg Brimstone in the house. Everybody stand up. Oi, mates, what's the score? It is halftime. It is 10-6 Dallas. Hey, God bless you too, Angel. You're a good man. I don't care what Dutch guy said about you. No, I'm kidding. An announcer with mic and headphones and all in the front row seats. Mike, can take your son's not in football like you. No, he's not in. He's into games. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him on some gaming. I've encouraged him to make his own channel, but we might have to play some games on here on the channel with him. I had a house fire on December 4th. My dad. Oh damn. Well, God bless your dad. I'm sorry to hear about your house, Angel. Janikowski is doubtful. Officially, he's got a thigh injury. Seahawks rookie punter would be the kicker. And he said he has not practiced field goals before. That is not good. People make bank on Twitch. Your son could rack up the dough. Yeah, I think Twitch might be the place to go. I guess you can't broadcast on Twitch and something else at the same time. They'll hand off to Carson to start the second half. He's going to pick up maybe a yard on the first down here. 2nd and 9, third quarter. Cowboys, of course, saying they were happy with their defense. Both defenses did a great job. Besides the big play by Ezekiel, one big play by Elliott, one big play by Tyler Lockett. It was pretty much a defensive battle. Carson's going to run it up the middle. He's going to only get maybe 2 yards. And this is going to be a long third down. Looking at 3rd and 7. Second half just started. Yep, I know my dad went Alto Seattle because he got a 2nd-degree burn. Oh, damn. Well, hope he's okay, man. That's perfect. I was going to say, so I love games. He should do his own live gaming channel, like beating people in the UFC game and stuff like that would be awesome. I'm a more retro gamer pinball lover. David's channel should be Son of a Mike. I like it. And a Cowboy fan, blood to bleed silver and blue. I think he wants his own identity, though. Whistle back. Throws to the outside, number 16, Lockett, and that's going to be great defense by number 30. Lockett unable to pull that one in, and the Seahawks will be forced to punt. Hashtag catch Dak. Let's go. Damn, well, Seahawks are punting again. Tavon Austin will return for the Cowboys. Their first possession of the second half. Neither offense really did a whole lot that first half. The big story being Ezekiel Elliott rushing for over 120 yards. Or getting over 120 yards offense. As a pro wrestling fan, I'm interested to see Jack Swagger's debut in Bellator. Hopefully it'll be more like Lesnar than CM Punk. Go Chargers, go. Let's go Ravens. Damn, I'll tell you, I'll even do pro wrestling this year if it gets me the views. We're locking it down this year. Pro wrestling, I'm not a big pro wrestling fan, but if there's people that want to watch it, I can get into it. There's some former MMA fighters that have gone into it here recently, so it is what it is. In this new year, you need new goals, new self. Get on it with On It. Total Human Optimization. The trifecta triple threat. Be a triple threat in the new year with Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech, and New Mood. Faster. Think better. be stronger and have some chill and swag with that new mood as you're doing it. And the young ladies will wonder, who is that young man? Who is that pimp? He's got it all together, mind, body, and soul. And you don't have to tell them that the secret ingredient is in that bottle of pills, all natural, from On It Total Human Optimization. Want to feel like a superhero? Check out their weight plates. You can get plates that look like Thor, have Thor's hammer on them. You can get plates that look like Captain America's shield, which is my favorite. You can get plates with the Incredible Hulk. They have kettlebells that look like some kind of crazy freaking Yeti. And don't forget shit this year. I'm always, if you're always forgetting shit, you need to write it down. You're going to remember more shit with Alpha Brain. You're constantly forgetting, where you put your keys at, where you put your phone at, where you put your kid at. Not with Alpha Brain. Have an issue forgetting that condom, and you have, 3 kids with 2 different women. Take your Alpha Brain next year. No more excuses. All right, back to the game. First down for Dallas, and Ezekiel Elliott runs it up the middle. Cowboys are going to stop him just a few yards in here. No, WWE is blowing up because of Ronda. Ronda's blowing up. They are both. That is a great amicable relationship right now. They are definitely helping each other, I would say. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Dallas Cowboys. They are on the 32-yard line. Snap from Dak Prescott. He is back, shoots it to the outside, and he finds number 11, Beasley. Beasley is going to get it to the 1-yard line. This is going to be an important 3rd and 1 for both teams. Beasley, even though he's limping on that injured ankle, he's still catching the ball. My goal in 2019 is to become a mod. I think you might reach that, Bruins. Only to certain people is wrestling entertaining. Usually people very young or very old that like trash. What's the promo code? I'm going to check it out. And they stop him! Seattle Seahawks stop Ezekiel Elliott on 3rd and 1. It is a 4th and 1. That is a huge play for the Seattle Seahawks. And Pete Carroll is trying to get everybody on the field right away before they call a holding call or something. Wow, what a stop. They got him for a loss there. Number 54, Bobby Wagner. You can bet he's taken his Alpha Brain this year. He's missed 1 tackle all year, and he smashes Ezekiel Elliott for a loss on that. 4th and 1, and the Cowboys are going to have to punt to returner Tyler Lockett, and I will tell you, he's a problem. Oh, and the Cowboys are going down. It's going to go out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Great punt for the Cowboys. And again, the Seahawks are going to have tough field position. Promo code, I will put it up again in the chat here. Boom. Check out that On It. Thank you, Mario. Mike, are you stream PBC next weekend after football? Yes, I am. I was just talking about that. We're going to do football. Then we're going to do PBC boxing. When a Snickers is not enough to change your situation, grab yourself some On It. That is right. Let's be honest. We have Mike Tyson football players. Dennis Rodman, and God knows who else is there. Beside Floyd Mayweather, if there's one crossover entity for sports, it's the WWE. That's true. Misha, take care of that baby. Yeah, she better remember that on it so she doesn't forget it somewhere. No. Damn, what a game, says Arcade. Yeah, it is. What's up, Alberto Ortiz? Happy New Year, sir. Hello. There's only one team I've been sweating, and it's these stupid sea chickens. It's just not entertaining to me, but to each its own. Number 4, Captain America. Yep, all right. On a commercial, and it seems like a good time to grab me another beer here real quick. Everybody shout, what's everybody drinking tonight? Beer, vodka, proper 12.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Oh, okay, robot.
Press 1. I'm sorry. 0 is not an option.
Representative?
One will be great, or one will be great this year with Mighty Mouse, Sage, Alvarez debuts. See, and that's an issue. I would love to call One and Ryzen live right now, but they start at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I usually leave for work at 4:30. So, fortunately, I put away a little bit of money, or, my former employer did, and I started getting a check for about 25 G's last year from some old stock starting this November. So I don't have to make as much to quit my job. Oh, wow! Russell Wilson barely avoids a sack next to the end zone, and he finds Doug Baldwin, who almost gets the first down. Russell Wilson avoiding what would have been a catastrophic sack there. That was almost the safety. He turned that into a 9-yard gain. Wow, and Doug Baldwin, his favorite target this year, 2nd and 1. He just flips it the other way, throws it across his body, and let's see if he gives it to Carson here, 2nd and 1, and he does. And Carson through the middle, and he's going to get about another 4. Or no, actually, that was Penny. Rookie from San Diego State. Seahawks have had a 3-man running crew this year, and it has played dividends. Rashad Penny this year, 85 rushes, 419 yards, 2 TDs, and he has been part of this juggernaut Seahawks running team that has led the league in rushing yards. 10 minutes left in the third. And he hands it to number 21 again. Who runs down the middle? Number 20. He's into Dallas territory over the 50. Rashad Penny breaking loose. Let's watch the replay on that one from the 25. Makes a... Wow, fakes 24 out of his pants. And, oh, man. And Russell throws the lateral back to 24. Penny on that one, and the Cowboys are going to smash him for a loss there. And that was a big loss, 7-yard loss to 2nd and 17. I think they got a little cocky there. Mike, really, I have 3 kids with 2 different women, but I'm 44. My oldest is 20. Where does that put me? No, that's not bad. I should have said in the same week. 3 kids with 2 different women. That's not that bad. I could have made that worse. All right, Wilson back. Oh! Number 32, Carson. Where are your hands at, my friend? Wow, Carson needs to take some alpha brain to remember how to catch the ball. That was right on his hands. Horrible drop for Carson. I mean, I know he's a running back, but that's just elementary, Watson. Russell Wilson with an 81.3 quarterback rating today. It has not been a great day for him. Seahawks just 1 for 7 on 3rd down conversions, and 3rd and 17. This is not going to be easy. Play clock running down, and the Seahawks, they're going to pass it to the outside. That's just not going to get it. Number 81 gets the catch, gets about 5 yards there, and the Seahawks are 4th and 12. They're going to have to punt.
There was no chance whatsoever of picking up the first down. So again, negative play.
Should have pulled out a few times. Jose Aldo Jr. Well, Mike, got to go. Good luck, brother. All right. Thank you, Arcade. Thanks for coming in, man. 4th down says first lost. Hope I didn't insult you with the comment there, Arcade Chaos. I should have said, 8 kids with 7 women. How's that? In the same year. We'll do some Evander Holyfield. Wow, what a play for the Seahawks, though, on the punt. They knock it out and down it right around the 1-yard line. That is an MVP play there by number 23. Maybe about the 2-yard line there. And Dak Prescott will take over this drive with his back to the end zone. Got a few minutes left.
Oh, thank goodness. Hi, Lena. Is now a good time to go through your tax return line by line?
All right, sweet.
Please, take your time. It's my CPA, so I have to...
Everybody don't forget
Thanks.
to look for your W-2s in the mail. A lot of mail thieves out this year. Want to make sure and get those taxes done. Get as many tax breaks as you can.
Honda Civic Sport is fast moving, engine roaring, wheels racing fun. Always fun.
And I am the Nick Diaz of tax returns. I have not paid taxes in many years, 7, 8 years. No, but that is not because I don't do my taxes. That is because I have enough write-offs that I always end up with more money back, and the government always owes me. So anybody wants any free advices on taxes, I'm serious, email me at fightswithfriends@gmail.com. Always make sure you have a business. Keep double receipts of everything. 100% legitimate. But I had about $26,000, I believe, in business write-offs last year. Well, what was that for? That was for 2017. For 2018, I'm still waiting on some W-2s and to do the math, but could be even more now. So it doesn't matter what it is. Sell stuff on eBay, do on it, or do Amway, whatever it is. Just get yourself a business. Get yourself a business. If you do eBay, it was like 2 years ago when I was doing a lot of eBay. There was a Goodwill right across the street from where I was working, and they would sell cassettes for 10 cents. So there was actually a lot of people buying cassettes also on eBay. So I would make a little bit of money, but I would write off my miles for work every day, and I ended up writing off like 26,000 miles for the year. A lot of it from work. From going for that Goodwill, was all I had to do was buy a 10-cent cassette tape. All of a sudden, it's a business trip. All right. Ezekiel Elway out of the end zone. Oh, and he is very close to getting a safety. Seahawks very close to stopping them. They get to about the 2-yard line, 2nd and 9. Seahawks punted down the 2-yard line. Yeah, I see Russell getting traded after this season. I don't think so. That tax talk was worthy of a trigger warning. Only advice I have for when you have the Dutch guy on is that you guys have equal volumes. Thank you, Arcade Chaos. What the workaround. Prescott back, throws out of the end zone, and he's going to throw it away, 3rd and 9. And Seahawks have put a lot of pressure on the Cowboys this drive just to get it out of the end zone. Dak Prescott record as starter was 0 turnovers, 25-1 with 1+ turnover. He is 7-15, and this is an enormous play right here. 3rd and 9, 152 yards and a touchdown so far for Dak Prescott. No turnovers so far from about the 2-yard line. The Cowboys. Prescott back in the end zone. And he spikes it at the feet of Elliott. 3 and out, 4th and 9. And the Cowboys will be forced to punt. And the Seahawks should pick up some good field position here. Dak Prescott looking to avoid the safety. Number 59 was on his ass. And Prescott spikes it off the feet of his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And Bobby Wagner comes over and gets in Prescott's face, a little intimidation. And they are not out of the woods yet. Jones is going to have to kick this out of the back of the end zone. His foot's about 3 inches from that back line. If he steps out of the end zone, that's a safety. And the Seahawks have the Dallas Cowboys full start. That is going to be half the distance to the goal. That is going to put them at 1.5 yards out of the end zone. So Jones now kicking practically out of the end zone, and that was almost blocked. And Lockett with the fair catch, he's going to catch it at the 45. Seahawks within field goal range almost already without even a return. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. It is 10-6, Dallas Cowboys. Might have to take you up. Yeah, definitely, Mario. Email me. Not a problem. America's team is really hungry. Hashtag catch fudge. Just always get TurboTax or some kind of system like that. It makes it a lot easier. Gives you a lot of reminders of what to do. All the different finds, all kinds of different write-offs for you. You do have to pay a little bit more to do the business. Tax package, whatever they call it. There's like the one for individuals and then for couples and then for businesses. You can probably get some kind of discount code. Actually, I will try to get you guys some discount or affiliate codes for TurboTax. That's a good. I'm going to try to reach out to them, or I am going to reach out to them and see if I can get you guys some discounts. Everybody's got to do taxes. If I could save you guys some money, and maybe even get a little bit of money to put back into Fights of Friends, it'd be a win-win. That being said, once again, we cannot forget about On It, and you do not want to forget about your taxes. You think John Jones on 60 picograms of steroids on your ass is a problem. You get the IRS on you, you could be serving 5 to 10. Don't forget to do your taxes. Don't forget to dot every I, cross every T. That concentration on that one day could save you your entire fee on Alpha Brain for the entire year. 12 bottles of Alpha Brain, that's $360. You could easily save $360 just on having better concentration on that one day. One of the most important days of the year. I know people hate to talk about money, hate to talk about investing. It sucks, I know it, but I know you guys work hard. You work your asses off, work just as hard to keep that money because you deserve it. Put it in your pocket. Don't give it to the government. All right, here we go. And the Seahawks, Penny in the backfield, up the middle. Gets about 2 on the first play for the Seahawks. They said 3 yards. They're not going to need to get a whole lot to get within field goal range here. Maybe a little closer than last time. Oh, actually, Janikowski is doubtful, though. And this rookie punter, has not kicked field goals. So that could be a problem for the Seahawks. You should do a video on it and post it on Mike Reviews It All. That's a good idea. Let's go D. Here comes the Cowboys to stomp on Tokyo. All right, here we go. Number 32, Carson. shimmies and shakes up the middle, but he has stopped the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a tough third down for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, I'm glad I didn't bet on the over and under on the points. Who would have thought that both teams would have 16 points combined and the Seahawks would have only 55 rushing yards with a little over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 16 points combined, a defensive war here. Just seconds left on the play clock. Russell's got to snap it. Just got it off, and 27 runs into a pile of Cowboys, and he is stopped on fourth down. Seahawks get great field position, but they are not able to cash in on it. They get it just to about the 42-yard line, and this would be another about 58-yard field goal. 58-59. 4th and 6, so the Seahawks may go for it on 4th and 6 here, and they will. 4th down conversions, 11 for 14 this season. The Seahawks are going for it on 4th down. Russell Wilson with the snap. Cowboys at the pressure, and he throws big. It is caught by number 89, Doug Baldwin. Are you kidding me? Doug Baldwin, did he get both feet in though? There is a step one, and he drags the second foot. That looks like a completion. Russell Wilson finds his favorite target, Doug Baldwin, and the Seahawks are on the 18th yard line. Russell Wilson's going to snap that before the Cowboys can challenge it. And Carson runs a couple yards up the middle to the 15. And on 4th and 6, Russell Wilson to Doug Baldwin, as they've done so many times, comes up money. That is the most underrated wide receiver in the league, in my opinion, Doug Baldwin. 2nd and 7 for the Seahawks, and they are hurrying up this offense. What a play. This could be a momentum-changing moment in this game. And the Seahawks are going to run it up the middle there, and they're not going to get much. What a job the Dallas Cowboys defense has done to shut down the number 1 rushing offense in the league. And remember, the Seahawks, Janikowski is injured. Dixon warming up for the field goal on the sideline, but he is a punter. He's never been a kicker. So this could be an issue. 3rd and 5 for the Seahawks if they cannot get it in the end zone. And Russell Wilson going to run it up the middle, and he gets the first down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson has had so many big runs in his career. He fakes the handoff one way, runs the other direction, and that is another huge first down for the Seattle Seahawks in this wild card play against the Dallas Cowboys. It is going to be 1st and goal from, it looks like, just inside the 5. 2:45 left in the third quarter. Russell snaps. He's going to hand off to 32, who picks up maybe about a yard there, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. What a change of events. Let's go. Awesome promotion. You're a natural. Thank you, Mario. Hey, I thought, if anything, I'll do this just for the practice. Current drive, Seahawks 8 plays, 40 yards, 1 pass, 7 rush. But what a 1 pass it was. Russell Wilson to Doug Baldwin. 2nd and goal, 2 minutes left in the third. Wilson will fake it again, and he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. And they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. I was about to update the score, but not so quickly. This would put them up by 2 points. They're up by 2 points. Wait, they're up by 2 points. And, that tells you they could go up by 3 with an extra point, but they do not have faith in their kicker. You normally would not go for 2 with a 2-point lead. Now, let's see if they actually snap it or if they just try to draw Dallas offsides. 2-point conversions, 1 for 1 this season. They've only had 1 attempt. And Russell's going to hand it off to 27. He's in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good for the Seahawks, and they will go up 14-10. Number 27, Davis, that time. And the Seattle Seahawks go up 14-10. That is their second lead of the game. And this is a second half team. And the Dallas Cowboys have to wonder at this point, how much better can you play on defense? Wow. This Dallas Cowboys defense, I mean, they could not play much better, save just a few plays. And somehow the Seattle Seahawks have went up 14-10 in the third quarter of this game. What's the time? 1:59 left in the third quarter. And the Seahawks kicking off to the Cowboys. Offense has been and the Cowboys drop the ball on the return, but he's able to pick it up from the 20, run it to about the 32. Cowboys will take over on the 32-yard line.
He's done this before. He did it against Chicago. He did it against Kansas City. This was kind of a knuckler.
And Dixon purposely does a little strange little punt there. He actually purposely drops it off on the ground and then kicks it instead of the normal kickoff. Didn't quite work out for total yards this quarter. 88 for Seattle, just 10 for Dallas. Prescott, high snap, and he finds number 13 to the outside for about an 8-yard gain. And I hear my neighbors shooting off fireworks. Third quarter, Mario. Yep, 2 minutes. Strong side, left side, strong side. That is a rugby drop kick, right? Yeah, it was. Total yards a little closer now. 241 for Dallas, 200 for the Seahawks. And a 14-10 lead for the Seattle Seahawks. Prescott drops it off to Ezekiel Elliott. And he's just going to pick up about 1.5 yards, 3rd and 1. Another big play right here. This would be a huge first down for the Cowboys. This would be an enormous stop for the Seahawks if they were able to get the ball back this part of the field. Cowboys nearing the half point of the field on the 42-yard line. 3rd and 1. Look for them to hand it to Elliott. Oh, and Prescott fakes it, goes to the outside. And he dumps it to Noah Brown, and Brown gets the first down, and he's up in Thompson's face. Brown and Tedrick Thompson up in each other's face, and no penalties there, but first down for the Dallas Cowboys, and a huge pass for Dak Prescott. And 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott will draw back again. Just a few seconds. Looks like they're going to let the time run out. And through 3 quarters, the Seattle Seahawks have a slim lead, 14-10 over the Dallas Cowboys in this wild card playoff game. What is your favorite football movie, Mike? Radio. Favorite football movie? Gotta be The Longest Yard. I know being a comedy, that's a bit cheap, but The Longest Yard, that was a great movie both times. Both by Adam Sandler with the remake and the original. Radio? What do you mean radio? Oh, I'm currently drinking a Modelo in memory of the time Stipe got his clock cleaned by DC. I hear you. That is great. That was a good one. I knew you'd say that. I agree. All right. Brian Piccolo story. I'm not sure who that is. I'm going to have to check it out. But, man, I know you guys are normally fight fans, and, of course, I'm a Seahawks fan, which is why I first wanted to cover this, but I'm so glad it's a good, close game. No matter who wins. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wanted the Seahawks to win, but I hope these games are just as close tomorrow. Radio is a football movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. I think that was one of those mini DVDs I remember seeing at Blockbuster back in the day, thinking, I got to watch that movie, and not getting to it. I'm going to be in trouble with movies for a while, though. Me and young David just started Narcos last night. I've been wanting to start it. We just watched the first episode, and outside of doing YouTube shows, I think that's going to be my only TV for a while, possibly. I watched Rat Race last night. He is in it. Nice. Waterboy, or my second. Rudy all the way. Then I would have to say Any Given Sunday. Oh, Any Given Sunday. That's the one you forget about. That was a great one. Al Pacino is my favorite actor, by the way, too. A lot of great roles. Devil's Advocate, Donnie Brasco, of course, Godfather, and Any Given Sunday. Yeah. So many good football movies. Remember the Titans. That's another good one. All right, and the flip back to Ezekiel Elliott, and the Seahawks are going to stop him with about a 2-yard gain there. Great stop by the cornerback, Trey Flowers. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Cowboys. Now, the Seahawks, throughout this season and throughout the last season, have been a fourth-quarter team. Dak Prescott back, throws a bomb to number 19, wide open, and he runs over a couple of Seahawks all the way to the 16-yard line. What a rocket. And there is nobody around number 19 from Dak Prescott. I don't know who blew their assignment there. I mean, there wasn't even a guy. I think it was number 26 that was supposed to be covering him, the rookie cornerback. And he got juked out of his shoes. Amari Cooper, 6 receptions for 79 yards. And Ezekiel Elliott breaks through almost for a touchdown. McDougal barely able to stop him there. 2nd and 4 for the Cowboys. And if it looked like the Seahawks had changed the tide in this game, the Cowboys may have just switched it the other direction. Ezekiel Elliott now with 137 total yards. And 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott back. He's going to take it himself. He runs it and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. What a play for Dak Prescott, and what a second half of the season Dak Prescott has had, leading his team to 7 out of 8 wins, winning the last 6 of the season. And no plays bigger than that one. He has one hand down. And he's going to extend his arm just barely over the goal line. And they're going to have to review that one to see if Prescott was down before the ball broke the plane. It's going to be close. It's going to be first and goal on about the 1 if it's not a touchdown. And they will review it up in the booth. We are Marshall. Another one has been through a pet detective. Little Giants, anyone? Little Giants. Jason, start of the fourth quarter. Somebody is going home in 15 minutes. Yes, they are. Spike was the best in Little Giants. Carrying refrigerators and stuff. Varsity Blues. Oh, damn, yeah. That is a classic. Brian's song was about the Chicago Bears player who died of that horrid disease. It starred James Conn and Billy D. Williams. Oh, damn. Touchdown Cowboys. All scoring plays are reviewed. Yes, they are first loss. It looked like that one is going to get a little longer review than some of them have. But, yep, Varsity Blues, Billy Bob. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. Has a great play in Bad Santa, too. That's my favorite Christmas movie. Okay, Christmas Story is my favorite Christmas movie. Second favorite's Bad Santa. How's that? Do you think tension was overdramatic in his knockdowns against Mayweather? It really did look like it. Mayweather definitely landed legitimate shots. But it looked like an acting play as well. Japan, it's theater. When you're in Japan, it's theater. It's hard to say. I mean, I think Mayweather really did get knockdowns. I don't see Floyd being in on a fix. I mean, there'd be no reason to. Tension was very overclassed in this. At 20 years old, he's a very successful fighter. But let's not forget, as an undefeated kickboxer, he got knocked down and almost lost to an MMA fighter making his kickboxing debut earlier during the year. I believe it was at Rising 12. What's the one where Mark Wahlberg was the kicker for the Eagles? Oh, I know what you're talking about, and I've never gotten the time to watch it. It's one I meant to. Damn, Mike, you are way back in the rear view with the stream. I am. Funny story. My name is Billy, and Invincible. Thank you. But yeah, this DirecTV's been freaking freezing on me, man. So that's not surprising. I should have updated. I would have updated the commercial if I would have seen your comment earlier. So first and goal, Seahawks, and they stop him. They're able to stop Ezekiel Elliott there, second and goal. And clock dropping below 13 minutes there. Looks like Ezekiel Elliott kind of slipped. Yeah, he caught his cleat. Started dragging his foot there. Caught his cleat and tripped there. Current drive, 8 plays, 65 yards for the Dallas Cowboys. Second and goal. And if the Cowboys win this, there's no doubt that Ezekiel Elliott would be the MVP at this point. And Elliott out and in for a touchdown. And somebody said I'm behind in the stream, so I'm going to update a little bit. So if it looks like I'm skipping. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm too much behind. 12:28 in the fourth. Replacements is the best. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Rat Race is a classic. Last Boy Scout could be a football movie. Touchdown Cowboys. Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield count as a football movie. I have never seen it, actually, so I'm not sure. Yep, original Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. That's a great one. I like that movie of the USSR versus USSR Olympic hockey team. Oh, Miracle? Yeah, that was awesome. Now, I was only 2 years old when that happened, but I still remember growing up as a young kid, people continuing to talk about that. And I had like one of those old VHS tapes I think I got it in like 1989, you know, at the end of the season, 89 or 90. So I was right around 10, 11 years old. And that was the number one greatest moment of the 80s. Also had the Roy Jones Olympics in 88 when he was robbed of a gold medal. But yeah, that was a good one. I wish I still had that tape. Saving Sarah Silverman is my favorite funny movie. Blindside is a great... that's another one I meant to watch that I've never watched. Any Given Sunday was great. Yep, I need to update the score. Freudian slip there. Speaking of the Miracle on Ice, I mean, there wasn't as much TV back then, and I was kind of having a little bit of nostalgia. Maybe it'd make me feel old. Should make me feel old, maybe, but listen to Joey Diaz on a podcast, and they're talking about how moments used to be so big that when there was only, I mean, I'm not saying I want to go back to having 3 channels, but when we had 3, 4, 5 channels, and most people didn't have cable yet, or even before cable, we would come to school and everybody was talking about the same thing. If it was must-see TV, I believe it was Thursday nights, and Seinfeld was just on last night, everybody was talking about Seinfeld. Everybody was talking about Monday Night Football, whatever it was that happened the night before. Have you seen the 41-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it with Brian Callen? No, I haven't. Willie Beeman. Oh, Roy Jones was robbed. Yeah, he was. Yes, Mike, you're right. Yeah, Roy Jones never got his gold medal, even though that whole team was kicked out of the Olympics, found guilty of criminal activity. A bunch of people went to jail. It was proved that Olympics was rigged. 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys. Or excuse me, for the Seahawks. 2nd and 11, excuse me. They lose a yard on that one. 2nd and 11. Fake to Carson. Russell to the outside. Caught by Baldwin, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. Great coverage by the Cowboys to push him out of bounds. That's going to be 3rd and 6. Not a bad play, and that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Nobody attempted fewer passes during the regular season than Seattle did. And this Cowboys crowd is loud and proud right now. They are all standing, waving those towels. 3rd and 6 for the veteran Russell Wilson. Back in the pocket, and he throws to Lockett, and it's going to be knocked away by number 24 of the Cowboys. And Carroll looking for a flag. But let's look at the great defensive play there by 24. No contact. If anything, Lockett may have pushed off a little bit. That's a fair play by number 24, Awuzie. And the Seahawks are going to have to punt it once again. Hey, Football TV Spirit. Hey, I got something for you. Get the fook out of here. And Austin catches. Oh, and he's going to run it up for the return. 30, 40, 50, 40. Wow, number 10, Austin, the punt returner for the Dallas Cowboys. What a return. And it looks like it's going to be clean. Wow, all the way from the 5-yard line, over 50-yard return for Austin. That was incredible. Football TV Spirit, bye-bye. Thank you, Mario. All right. Big 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys. God, what a return from Austin for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott fakes the run, and he finds number 19 Toomer again. Number 28 Coleman, the rookie cornerback, once again blowing his assignment, and Dak Prescott's going to try to get everybody to the line quickly. He's been blowing by his corner, Amani Toomer's, and blowing by number 28 all day. He can just not run with him. 7 catches for 106 yards, 15-yard average for Amari Cooper. Smart football by Dallas. 12 yards out of the end zone, 1st and 10. And there's a whistle blown. So he dropped the ball on the catch. I think Seattle was going to challenge the ruling on the field that it was a catch. So Amari Cooper, he's bobbling it. Then he falls. Now remember, to overturn a play in the booth because of challenge, there has to be undisputable evidence. And the referees have to admit that they made a mistake. I don't know if there's going to be enough evidence to turn that over, but he was bobbling the ball. When we were kids, it was all about the $6 Million Man. Yep. Does Alive count as a football movie where they crash on a plane in the Andes? No, Robert, I think that's not going to count. Sounds like my last vacation. Damn. Bruins, don't forget George Clooney and Leatherheads, the movie about football in the 40s. Oh, I have not watched that one. Sup, Angel Ortega? Oh, accidental remove it. Interesting call coming up. Was it a catch? That's close. Yeah. I think that's a smart challenge by Pete Carroll. Even if they don't overturn it, that's one of those ones, if you're going to challenge it, this point of the game, that part of the field, he was bobbling the ball. I don't see how you can not challenge that. I don't think it's a catch. The ball moved. I don't think that it should have been called a catch on the initial play. Now, will they overturn it? That's another story.
Maybe you can trust he won't be next to a loud eater.
What are you talking about, Robert? Looks like a dropped ball, says Kurt. I agree. Unnecessary roughness. I like that baseball movie with Madonna and Gina Davis. Oh, shit. What is that called? The baseball movie. League of Their Own. Thank you, Jason. Should have been trivia. That was a movie with that guy with the roid rage. Yep. Bruins, I love unnecessary roughness. The big O lineman, the Samoan guy was great. Yeah. Tom Hanks. And the call is confirmed. The judges rule that a catch. And the Cowboys have the ball 12 yards out of the end zone. Prescott going to hand it off to Elliott. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Usually that is offensive holding. I didn't see from the camera angle where the penalty was.
Illegal formation. Offense. Tight end was covered by the wide receiver. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Illegal formation offense. So the tight end was lined up illegally in front of the wide receiver. 1st and 15. Seahawks just 5 yards in penalties today. Just 1 penalty for 5 yards. Dallas just 5 penalties for 31 yards. Knock on wood, there has been very few penalties in this game. 17-14 Cowboys on the 17-yard line. 9:45 left in the game. Prescott back, fakes the handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to go to the end zone. Intercepted by number 50 in the end zone. Noah Brown with the interception in the end zone for the Seattle Seahawks. And that is a huge play. Wow, what a play. Excuse me, KJ Wright. He makes the play on Noah Brown, knocks it out of his hands, bobbles it into the play. That is an MVP play by KJ Wright. That is a contract play. That is a play like if it's at the end of a game, you ask for more money the next year. That is an MVP play. Brown should have caught that touchdown if not for KJ Wright knocking it up in the air, bobbing it away, and catching the ball himself. And Russell Wilson's going to take the ball right away. Throws it out to 81. On the first down, there's going to be a flag on the play. That's probably on the Seahawks. Holding 68 on the offense, 10-yard play. And the Seahawks, I mean, they have horrible field position, but to get out of that situation without giving up any points, I think they will take it. What an incredible play by KJ Wright. 6 tackles, 1 interception tonight. Talk about right guard. And Wilson with the pass, and he finds number 89 Baldwin on 1st and 20. Not enough there, though. Just 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 15, and there's going to be another flag.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 78, offense. Half the distance to the goal.
And another horrible foul on the Seahawks. Half the distance to the goal. Unnecessary roughness on number 78, Fluker. Let's see what it was he does. What an idiotic play. And it may have been an accident. I'm looking. Oh, he knocks over number 54, Smith. I think that was unnecessarily. 2nd and 22. Seahawks now becoming their own worst enemy after getting an interception in the end zone. Russell Wilson back into the end zone. Finds Tyler Lockett for just a few yards, and this is going to be a 3rd and very long. Wow, 3rd and 20. Seahawks stop the drive, get the interception, but they have done themselves no favor since then. And to add insult to injury, Tyler Lockett coming out for at least 1 play. You gotta hope that he is okay. I really hope Tyler Lockett comes back, but at 3rd and 20, Tyler Lockett is the deep threat. So the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have a little bit of an easy play on this one. They can get away with double teaming Doug Baldwin and probably still be okay. And Wilson's going to dump it off in the screen pass to number 27. He's going to get about 10 yards back to the 25 just to make sure his punter's not punting out of the end zone. Seahawks intercepts in the end zone. I'll count Castaway as a volleyball movie, Wilson. I'm sorry. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Awesome interception play. Had a great sports movie. Rollerball. That's another one I meant to watch that I've never have. I should. What's better, Lethal Weapon or Die Hard? Ooh, that's a good question. I would say Die Hard. Beasley with the return here. Seahawks able to stop him quickly. Surprising they have Beasley doing the return on that with that bum ankle. 7:20 left in the fourth quarter. Cowboys with the 17-14 lead and the ball.
A place where burritos are filled with delicious nachos or indulgent chicken enchiladas.
Yeah, for sure, Scott. Idiot Fluker. Yeah, that is just a moron play. Who is better, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, David Hasselhoff, or Steven Seagal? I whoop all their asses. First class, Jean-Claude Van Damme is my guy. Bloodsport was one of my favorite. Bloodsport was one of my favorite movies. Honestly, if I'm gonna go back and look at a body of work, though, and I've watched so many damn martial arts movies, it would be embarrassing, possibly, if not before an MMA crowd. I got to go with Steven Seagal. And my favorite one from him would be Glimmer Man. But Bloodsport is definitely up there in top MMA movies. Another inhumane sports movie was The Most Dangerous Game.
Like, why not versatile? Master of all seasons, all the
And I think David went to sleep. I think that dog's embarking to get back in for 3 hours.
Why not make it rugged?
Real rugged.
But also smart.
Young David's been going to sleep at like 5 in the afternoon, and then he wakes up, is up till 4 in the morning.
With a big statement. Honda awarded best SUV brand for
Hey, let the dog in. You let him out 3 hours ago.
Sir, how much is my tax
Oh,
payment?
okay.
Can't really say that till the end.
Wait, no. H&R Block has upfront transparent pricing, so you know the price before you begin. So it can work like that. Yep.
Oh, so you want transparency?
Okay, USA. That is my favorite line in that entire movie, Jason. Kickboxer was awesome. Oh, he did have a lot. Now that I think about it, that's got to be a close one because you got to think about the other movies Van Damme had. He had Kickboxer. What was the one where he went to jail and he fought the guy named Sandman? I cannot think of what it's called now. But that was another great one. He's fighting guys in prison. What was a group of Americans go fight the team from Korea with Eric Roberts in it. Not sure. We need to have another MMA movie trivia night. Jean-Claude Van Damme from Kickboxer was classic. Yeah, it was. Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning was a good movie. That's another good one. You know, now that I think of Van Damme and Seagal are very close. That's got to be almost a tie. That's a tough one to call. And Elliott with the run there gets maybe a yard. KJ Wright with the tackle on Ezekiel Elliott. KJ Wright, if they win this game, could end up being the MVP for his interception earlier in the game. Seahawks, unfortunately, weren't able to do anything with it on offense, but they were able to keep the Cowboys from adding more points on the board. 2nd and 8, Prescott back with pressure. Oh, he's almost sacked, and Prescott somehow escapes and throws the ball away. That pocket was caving in, and I don't know how Dak Prescott escaped the sack there, but he did. 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys, who have a 3-point lead on the Seattle Seahawks, 17-14, who are without a kicker, I remind you. 3rd down conversions for Dallas, 3 for 10 today. Seattle, 2 for 12. 3rd down conversions been horrible for both teams so far. Little better for the Cowboys, and Prescott calls the audible at the line. We'll see if he's seen something. And again, number 50. KJ Wright breaks it up. There's going to be a flag on the play. That is usually pass interference. I thought that looked like a clean play. And they're going to call pass interference on number 50. Let's watch the replay here. Spot of the foul. No, he just, there's no contact. That is, and Pete Carroll coming up to the referee like that is number one bullshit. Horrible call in my opinion. And Ezekiel Elliott runs it up the middle to just over the 50, second down, 2nd and 5, and the Seahawks cannot let that affect you at this level. This is win or go home. Tharlowski, Scott Atkins, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. I guess Jean-Claude Van Damme said he's a vegetarian on TMZ. Damn. Oh, Demolition Man, starring on, or Demolition Man was Death Warrant. Thank you, Bruins. That was the movie I was thinking of. If you guys haven't seen Jean-Claude Van Damme, Death Warrant, I think that one gets buried. That is a great movie. And Elliott's going to run it again on 2nd and 5. And he's stopped at about the 4th-yard line. An important 3rd down once again for the Dallas Cowboys. And I thought the Seahawks had stopped them on the last one. And with KJ Wright breaking up that pass play, but being called for pass interference. 3rd and 4. Will the ball go to Elliott? Will Prescott pass it? Less than 5:20 left in this game. And Prescott's going to use all of that clock. He snaps it. He goes back, fakes it. And there's going to be a flag. Beasley goes down. I didn't see the play, but I'm hoping to not see another pass interference. And it's going to be against Seattle. Pass interference on number 28, Coleman. And you know he might have had to take that because he was about to get blown by for a touchdown. Justin Coleman just does not have the skills today to run with these Dallas receivers. Seahawks, 5 penalties for 36 yards. Cowboys, 5 for 31. But most of the Seahawks penalties have been in this 4th quarter. Big penalty for Seattle. But like I said, he could have saved the touchdown. And Elliott runs to the outside. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. 5 yards. Sidekicks is my favorite MMA move. That was a good movie. Cowboys better milk the clock. Cannonball Run. Nice pun. Never Back Down is an amazing MMA movie. Yes, it is. That's a more current one, too. That's a very good movie. You want to go for another gem with Jean-Claude Van Damme, though. Super old school. No Retreat, No Surrender. 1984, I believe. Oh, and the Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott, is going to run across the 1st down line for another 6-yard gain. Just over 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter. And this is starting to look bleak for the Seattle Seahawks as the Cowboys run as much time off this clock as they can. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 rushes, 120 yards, and a touchdown today.
Dallas took over at their own 37 with 7 minutes, 20 seconds left.
And on the 30-yard line, if Dallas scores here, this is going to be a tough game for the Seahawks. And Ezekiel Elliott breaks free again for another 1st down. KJ Wright finally with the stoppage, but they get another 1st and 10, and they are inside the red zone. Wow, and Ezekiel Elliott just stiff arms number 26. And he says, not today. Slams him to the ground. That reminded you of beast mode on that move. And the Seattle Seahawks with just 73 rushing yards today to 148 from the Dallas Cowboys, could be seeing their 2018-19 season coming to an end here. Elliott with the ball again, and the Seahawks stop him. And I would call a timeout here, and the Seahawks do. 2:46, 2nd and 9. Now this timeout, that especially that pass interference call that I didn't think was a pass interference on KJ Wright, comes in big, and that timeout from the Seahawks on the challenge, they would love to have that back. Here comes the boom. Best MMA movie heads down. That was a good movie. It was funny. I definitely wouldn't name it my favorite, but Dutch guy sounds like Boss Rutan. He does kind of, an absolute boss. Kevin James is in amazing shape for his standards in that movie. Also had Joe Rogan in it. I know you forget Rogan was in there. Somebody's going home in 5 minutes, 8 seconds. Oh, I'm a little behind there. No Retreat, No Surrender was another good one. White Man Can't Jump. Yes, Seahawks must get a stop. 2nd and 9, 2:46 left in the game. Essential for the Seahawks not to give up a touchdown here. Dak Prescott's going to run the clock down. Ezekiel Elliott runs through the middle. Seahawks barely stop him from getting a first down. There's a flag down. Who's it going to be on? It looks like it's going to be on Dallas. This would be a huge holding call. Illegal shift, number 85 on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Luckily for the Cowboys, it was not a 10-yarder, but it is a 5-yarder, and it's going to negate Ezekiel Elliott's run there. I think I'm not sure about that play, but I think it might be a little bit of a makeup call for the pass interference on KJ Wright. 2nd and 14, 2:40 left in this wild card playoff games. Cowboys, Seahawks. Prescott back. He's being chased. Great offensive line. And incomplete. He can't complain about his offensive line not buying him enough time there, but not able to find a receiver. Double impact. Is that with Dennis Rodman? No, that's double team. CS must get a stop. Yep. What is the movie when Jean-Claude Van Damme bites the snake? Warrior, good movie too. Believe it or not, I still have not seen Warrior. I'm going to have to watch that. I think that was the one with Mickey Ward in it. That's on the Mickey Ward story. It's one of those movies I meant to watch, and I just forgot it existed until somebody mentioned it the other day. And Prescott, he's going to take it himself, and he's going to run it almost all the way into the end zone to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal on the 1, Dallas Cowboys. And the clock's going to run down to the 2-minute warning. And Dak Prescott may have just finished the Seattle Seahawks season with that move. Seahawks are going to need a miracle here. They're going to need a stop. They're going to need a turnover or 3 to 4 stops on the 1-yard line and a touchdown for their season to go on. Cinderella Man is a great one. That's my favorite boxing movie, I think. Mike, you missed many movies. Well, no, Rocky's my favorite, but Cinderella Man's up there, outside of Rocky. Sorry, but Seahawks season ends tonight in Texas. This game might be over. Sorry, Mike, but how about them Cowboys? Hey, if they win it, I'll congratulate you. It's 1st and goal, Cowboys on the 1. And it is not looking good for my Seattle Seahawks at the moment. 1st and 1. This is a tough one for the Seahawks right here. They're putting almost everybody on the line here, leaving just a few men back in case the Cowboys fake a pass. I'm kind of thinking a quarterback sneak here maybe. This is inside of the 1 yard line. I mean, this is about 6 inches. No signal yet. And that's a touchdown. Dallas Cowboys go up 23. That'll be 24-14. Jerry Jones celebrating in the box, and it looks like the Dallas Cowboys should move on in the playoffs. And Pete Carroll, you almost never see him losing his composure. And Bobby Wagner almost turned him back. Great hit. But on the second effort, the Cowboys get it, and they leave 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock for the Seahawks, who will need a very quick score and some luck to have any shot at coming back in this game down by 10 points. Wow. What an incredible run by the Dallas Cowboys. Credit where credit is due. They have buried the Seattle Seahawks in quite the hole. Not as big a hole as they were in years back against the Green Bay Packers. When I almost left the game watching it in a pizza parlor, though. 9-0 record this season when scoring 20-plus points are the Dallas Cowboys. That is credit to that defense. And you have Dak Prescott, and you have Ezekiel Elliott, and you have a top defense. Amari Cooper, these Dallas Cowboys have the capability to go deep into these playoffs. It's over. Touchdown, Cowboys 24, Seahawks 14. Sorry, Mike. 2 minutes left. Hey, it would not be the biggest comeback in Seahawks history. Like I said, the biggest comeback in Seahawks history, and maybe the history of football, was when the Seahawks came back in the conference championships, and I almost left a little pizza parlor called Alfie's when the Seahawks were down by like 11, 18. They were way down, and it was way less than 2 minutes. They got 2 onside kicks, scored several touchdowns. It looks like it's over, but if any team can come back, I think it's Russell Wilson and these Seattle Seahawks. Back home in Oakland, we didn't have a pro NFL team. All right. And Tyler Lockett is back in. He is the deep threat. Russell Wilson snaps back, and he's going to throw to the outside about 8 yards for number 27. That'll take it to the 2-yard line. And Austin celebrating, throwing Gatorade in the crowd there. We didn't have a pro NFL team, so Dallas and Kansas City Chiefs are my adopted home teams. You know, I've been waiting for the freaking Sonics to come back since 2008. I've been boycotting the NFL for going on 11 years now. I think I might have to adopt the Portland Trailblazers as my NBA team. And as 2018 comes to an end, God rest the great Paul Allen, co-founder of Microsoft, founder of the EMP Music Project Museum in Seattle, and former owner of the Seattle Seahawks and Portland Trailblazers. Also a very charitable billionaire in the Seattle area, passed away in 2018. John Jones, breaking news, just announced by Jones. Next fight against Anthony Smith. Boo. Well, I know he was saying he wanted Anthony Smith, but his Dana signed off on it. Well, John Jones is almost kind of like Connor, though. If he can get away with what he has at this point, he's probably calling his own shots. Jet Li or Jackie Chan, and go. Jackie Chan for length of career. Jet Li had some great ones, though. Go back and watch. If you're looking to watch some great martial arts movie, Romeo Must Die with Jet Li is incredible. Don't forget, he was in Lethal Weapon 4. He was great in that movie. But if you like them both, go back and watch from 2008, Forbidden Kingdom. I believe it was 2008 with Jackie Chan and Jet Li. A great MMA/fantasy movie. Did anyone mention Major League? Charlie Sheen's baseball movie. Yeah, somebody did. Or no, it was A League of Their Own somebody mentioned. No one did. Kurt, you're the first. That's a good one for sure. I'm at Michigan now, and this state doesn't have a pro team either, so I just root for the Lions. Got some inside source. That's all I can say, Bruins 4-9-8. Cradle to the Grave is... Oh, yeah, that's another one. I was trying to think of that one. Cradle to the Grave. Wish Megatron didn't retire. Yeah, he was a great receiver. All right, 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys. 2 minutes in this game. Talk about the Music City Miracle. This would be nothing short of a miracle if the Seattle Seahawks were able to come back right now, down 24-14. Wilson throws a bomb, and he finds number 16, Tyler Lockett, to the 10-yard line. This game is not over. Russell Wilson running to the yard line. 1st and 10, 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. Tyler Lockett comes up huge once again this season. Seattle Seahawks on the 15-yard line. Nobody's better in the 2 minutes warning than Russell Wilson. Throws it to Varnett in the back of the end zone. That's going to be a miss. Minute 31 left in the game. What a bomb from Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett, number 16, down the middle. There is a hope in Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 4 receptions, 120 yards. And the most important thing for Wilson there is that play stopped the clock. 132, if they can get a quick score here, and they may not have to go for an onside kick, but they only have 1 timeout, so they may have... Wilson throws, almost intercepted by the Cowboys. Number 55 broke that up. Gets the tip, almost gets the interception. Can't quite reel it in. 3rd and 10, 1:27 left in this game. And Wilson doesn't let many passes get away from him, but it looked like that one kind of slipped out of his hands. 3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line. 1:27 left in this wild card playoff game. And Wilson's going to shoot to the outside of 27, and he's going to get inside. And it's going to be 4th down. He will not get the 1st down. 4th and 4. The entire season comes down to this play right here. Jackie Chan for sure, just because of the crazy stunts he pulls. Yeah, he's a badass. Here we go. Russell Wilson, 4th and 4, takes the snap. Touchdown, Seattle! Number 21 catches the touchdown in the end zone. And the judges confirm it. Wilson to number 21, McKissick. The only issue that comes in here is they don't have a kicker. They have to go for a 2-point attempt here. They are down by 4 points, so you got to go for 2 anyways to get within a field goal. They do have Dixon warming up, but you got to go for 2 here anyways, being down by 2. So they have to get this 2-point conversion, and then a field goal would win it, but they have no field goal kicker. 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. If they get this, it would not be didn't get it. And the Seahawks get the 2-point conversion. Number 32 into the end zone. It is a 2-point game. Fights with friends, family. 1:18 left in the fourth quarter, and we have a ball game. And Jerry Jones looks down in disgust in his box as the Seattle Seahawks, seemingly out for the season, on death's bed, possibly staging one more comeback in the city of Arlington, Texas. Seahawks have no timeouts. It's over. Hell yeah. Seahawks put us to a Seahawks Cowboys 24. Oh, let me update the score. Oh, wow. So onside kicks with a rule change this year, we're only 4 for 52. Seahawks are going to pop it up to the Cowboys. On the onside kick to Beasley, and it looks like that may be it. I'm not sure what happened there. And you really got to think they really wish they had Janikowski on that play. The punter drops it and he punts it. Basically a regular punt, about 30 yards. And that was a give me for Beasley. And losing Janikowski. And that's going to be it. The Dallas Cowboys will be able to run the clock out 24-22. And this Seahawks comeback comes short. And the Cowboys will make it on to the next round of the playoffs. Good game. Much love from Texas. Seahawks gave it a good shot, though. Hey, hell of a game. Congratulations to the Cowboys fans. I'm not going to be a poor sport. Back in the day, I'd have been busting up tables and kicking furniture. But I've grown a little bit. I used to be such a poor sport when I actually had to stop watching most football and basketball games and baseball. For some reason, MMA doesn't piss me off the same way. But my Seattle teams, football and baseball, I almost had to stop watching games. I would take the losses so hard. I would break shit. Back in my 20s, I punched holes in walls. To lose it like this, to give that kind of an effort, to know that they went out on their shield, got to congratulate the Cowboys. They're going to move on, and Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are going to be a problem for whoever they come up against next. Good game. Cowboys survive. Go check on Hearns with broken ankle. Damn. Mike, you do? Yes, I am doing PBC on FS1 after football next week. Welterweight top. Who's fighting in that one, Robert? Do you remember? So tomorrow, football coverage starts for you guys that are going to watch the playoffs. I gotta say, what an incredible win for the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott was on fire tonight. 137 rushing yards on 169 total yards and a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, definitely the MVP. And tomorrow at 10:05 Pacific, 1:05 Eastern, we're going to start out with the Chargers at the Ravens. And at 1:40 p.m. tomorrow, the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, go into Chicago to face the Bears. When does PFL new seasons? I don't think they've announced yet. I'm not sure. Freak, I forgot. Same here, man. I was a hothead in my 20s. Yeah, I remember when I was 21, I broke my Uncle Joe's table, and that's horrible when you break somebody else's shit. And I didn't mean to. I slammed down on his coffee table. Oh, shit. I think it was the Mariners lost in the playoffs. And I slammed my hand right through his glass coffee table. For those of you that are in, right below 20 or in your 20s, maybe early 30s, that have bad tempers that you'd like to get a handle on, that there is hope at the end of the road. As you get older, you do calm down a little bit. So when is Pacquiao versus Broner? That's January 19th, same day as the ESPN Plus game. What kind of gamma rays were you on? My goddamn. Oh, man. I used to have that blackout anger. And unfortunately, it happened to me a few times in fights. On the street, and I could have seriously injured someone. Knew before game, pretty drunk now. Probably could use some Alpha Brain. Got to go with the Rye Brain, Robert Kerrigan. And that reminds me, one more shout out for On It. Final score here, Dallas 24, Seattle 22. This football companion brought to you by On It. Do you want to remember what the hell you did in the morning after watching Fights of Friends and downing an 18-pack of beer, Robert Kerrigan? Get yourself some On It. And I could have used some On It on New Year's. I don't think this is a little embarrassing, but I gotta tell you guys a story. I did something really stupid on New Year's. And you guys haven't seen me since then. I just, I was lucky to get out of this. So on New Year's, and I always tell people not to drink and drive, but I didn't heed my own warning. And I was slamming a ton of Fireball, and I thought I was good. I was about a half a mile from the house. And I took the rest of my Fireball home with me. I was maybe 7-8 shots in, but it had been a few hours. And I had a little bit of Fireball left with me. I had about probably 4 or 5 ounces left. And as soon as I pull out of my friend's house, I get pulled over. And I slam the rest of my Fireball. As soon as I see the lights behind me, shit, I got an open container in my car. Instincts say I just slammed my Fireball. And I didn't take my Alpha Brain, so I forgot that was a dumb idea. I slam my Fireball. Cop pulls me over. I throw the empty bottle in the back. It's empty now, so I'm like, oh, it's not an open container now. So the cop pulls me over. When your team forgets to win, get them awesome on. So the cop pulls me over. I slam the rest of the Fireball. He comes to the window, knocks on the window, and I'm like, shit. I've drinking too much, and so the officer says, you have anything to drink tonight? And I said, no, I haven't had anything to drink tonight. So he said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. I'm almost home. Can I just go home for the night? He says, would you like to take a breathalyzer? I said, no, I would not. But I will take a urine test. So I get in the car. I go down to the station. They give me the thing. I piss, and I piss hot. I'm like 5-6 times over the legal limit. And then I remember something. They asked me, so what the hell? You said you didn't drink anything. You're 5-6 times over the legal limit. What the hell's going on here? You're drunk as hell. You must have just gotten slammed. I said, listen, officer, I can explain. I had a DUI about 4 years ago. This is a flare-up of alcohol that's still in my system from 4 years ago. This could continue. The doctors told me this could continue to happen and flare up for the next 5 to 7 years. I don't know how long this will continue to go. And he said, well, you know, I've heard worse, and they let me go. So now I'm here with you guys. Who's fighting? No fights tonight. Sorry. Picos, yep. Thank you, Robert. I was asking who was fighting. Jose Usukataga versus, I have a hard time saying that, versus Caleb Plant. PBC. And So tomorrow, 2 games, like I said, starting at 10:40 a.m. Pacific, 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Chargers and the Ravens. And then the Super Bowl defending Philadelphia Eagles invade Chicago to take on the Bears at 1:40 p.m. Pacific, 4:40 Eastern. You sure who's on the BBC card? Shout out to Ona and Aubrey Marcus. All right, I hear you. Like I said, all right, that is going to be a wrap. Dallas 24-22 goes on to the next round.